Good evening, ladles and jelly spoons, and welcome to the fun zone. To say there have been technical things that have occurred that have nearly prevented us from going live is an understatement, but you know what? We are here. I, of course, am Jeremy. I am joined by Claire, and already in the chat, we need to give some shout outs here because we have got Stitcher, Matty Boo Twitches, we've got Freya Perito and Harriet, _ Manga Girl resubscribing for 14 months.
14 months! As many as 14? That's amazing.
There you go. Welcome to all of you fine folks. Welcome to all of you if you are in the lurking camp of things, because we all love to lurk here and there, and if that's what you do, totally fine by us. We're just happy you are here on this Friday the 11th of October. Holy crap. It's already mid-October.
Can everyone hear me okay? Because I muted myself and Jeremy also muted me, so I was double muted.
Yeah, so I'm so...
You can see Jeremy, they can see you.
Hey look, I'm trying to adjust things on the fly here, so we'll see how it goes. I can't hide that.
NANI? Why didn't I hear that, Jeremy?
Hey look, I couldn't hear that either, so it's totally fine. So, hey, there you go. Hi Phil, hope you're doing well. And I want to come up with a lurking-based catchphrase. Hashtag let's lurk.
Let's fucking look.
You folks heard it? Freaking fantabulous. Claire.
That's the important thing, that they hear it, yes.
Exactly.
So, yes.
We have made it to Friday.
Yes.
How is Shotland?
Shotland is good. I'm coming to the realization that my job may not actually have enough hours attached to it to do what they want me to do, which is frustrating, but it's good because I'm not bored. Good. My husband is about to enter what is known in the industry as hell period.
Yeah, so what I can actually say, it's actually, well, back in my day, at said job, we referred to it internally, on occasion, as Hell Month.
Yes. Do you know why it's not called Hell Month anymore, Jeremy?
Because it's longer than a month.
There is basically a slip slide that goes into October Expo, SLO, Christmas, and it is some of the most stressful times of the year for, anyone who's trying to get products out and published, I guess. But obviously Jeremy's and my experiences with the anime industry. So yes, my poor husband is very stressed, bless him. He slept so hard the other night that when he didn't wake up when the dog tried to wake him, and in retaliation she ate many things in his room, including a cup. Which I took her for a walk just before we came and joined, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? Oh, it's bits of the cup in it. At least it went through.
Oh my word! But yeah, it is definitely one of the peak times of the year, just in the entertainment industry as a whole. But for everything that's involved with Anime Limited and stuff, literally been on the front lines there. If there's anything further than a front line in front, I've been there, quite literally. So
yeah, you're not by drawing the line.
Yeah, literally, I was the line.
You're not a line this time. Jeremy, you've had quite a stressful few days. I don't know how much detail you want to go into, but you've had a lot of drama, haven't you?
Yeah, I won't elaborate too much on it, but short version. Sort of little family emergency came up, as it were, involving to go to old hospital, and yeah, I have been reminded that I don't like hospitals for a number of reasons, like most people don't. But
Jeremy, I want to clarify, it wasn't you who was being taken to hospital.
There was a family-related emergency, not myself. There we go.
Yeah. So just to clarify, it wasn't Jeremy who got rushed to hospital. He was the chauffeur, shall we say?
There you go. Yes, I was a very tall and imposing-looking chauffeur, which worried a lot of people in the ward, as it were. Because of my outwardly angry-looking appearance at all times. But yeah, like.
You being around Saturday and last night.
Thank you very much. Thank you kindly.
What was Saturday?
That was at least a week ago. I remember something happened on Saturday.
Yeah, by definition. Was there some wrestling? I feel like there was some wrestling.
It was the WWE pay-per-view, wasn't it? It was Bad Blood, because we watched it.
Oh yes.
Featuring the Hell in a Cell cage match, which you did not partake much in.
Well, that makes it sound like I was in there. I was there in the corner, like, damn it,
Well, you could say it was hell in a cell for you.
Oh, it was a Felflowne cell. Hell, it's hell. Anyway, Jeremy, sorry, I interrupted your story.
No, it's all good, but yeah, short version, things are much more stable now, as I'll phrase it. Kind of still like on the, what to use a Red Dwarf analogy, we're on the yellow alert bulb, like kind of on standby in case something occurs, but...
I think it's blue alert, isn't it?
Either way, if we have to change stats, we've got to change the bulb. That's all I know.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, we changed it to green, but then CM Punk hit it and it turned red again, so we have to change it back later.
There you go. But yeah, so we watched that, and then the folks over on Bunkermania Wrestling specifically, if you want to search for that on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, Bunkermania UK, you can find their review of that. And yeah, there's another pay-per-view this weekend. I'm gonna be blunt, I have no idea if I'm gonna have time to watch it, because things...
Is it what amazing, brilliant, catchy name is this one?
This is from a different company. This is from a different company. It's from All Elite Wrestling, AEW. This is their pay-per-view known as Wrestle Dream. That reaction is very, very fair. And this weekend, one of the big... It's looking like a very good show, in fairness, but the big thing...
I didn't know how to react to that.
No, fair, but the big thing relating to it, from my point of view, is it's quite likely in the main event match, it's probably going to be the last full-time wrestling match of a particular wrestler, just given the way things are happening. And it's the same wrestler who would kind of put his career on the line at Wembley, like a couple of months back, which Harriet and Ian, saw firsthand my literal emotional reactions to all of that.
Jeremy, stop being so demure. Tell me who it is, because I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I was skirting. It's Bryan Danielson, or when he was in WWE, he was known as Daniel Bryan.
I was about to make a joke about, wasn't he Daniel Bryan? I'm like, no, that's really what happened. Shit. This is the worst thing about wrestling, is making jokes and then finding out that the jokes are actually canon. I'm like, oh, shit.
There
it's like trying to do satire of recent news. You can't. It's already been done.
But yeah, so kind of lots of other things have happened. I'm still sort of getting over COVID and realizing that when I do a workout, I'm getting obliterated a lot.
You gotta be careful, dude.
Put it this way. Let me put it this way. As I've said to a few people, if I need to stop and take it easy, can do that in a heartbeat. Literally, more than willing, more than able. And I've got like my heart rate monitor on and stuff.
Well, I want you to have several more heartbeats in your life, please.
There you go. But yeah, I'm kind of. This is gonna sound really. I'm gonna say the word selfish, but it's more of a mental selfishness, which will hopefully be clear as to why I'm going to say this. But literally, in like 2 weeks' time, a couple of my closest friends are getting married.
Aww.
And their wedding was originally going to be in May. Things happened.
Oh, I know these. Tell me about these people.
I think we've spoken about it before. Yeah, now it's happening in like 2 weeks. And I was on like a really good regime of dropping a bunch of weight, kind of trimming up for all the photos and stuff. Then I got COVID.
It happens.
And now I'm like derailed by like 3 weeks.
Is your mate back on UK soil then?
They are literally, as I speak, in transit.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad they're on their way back.
Yes, they are back from a nondescript place I won't say on air.
They're back to the place that they have been. Their partner must be absolutely dying to see them.
Yeah, that they 100% are, and I can't wait to see them as well. So, yeah.
That's about an hour's drive from you, right?
What, the wedding or their base?
The wedding. I presume they're getting married now.
Yeah, actually, they're literally getting married like within a half-hour drive away. So,
I mean, why would what idiot would get married an hour away from where they live?
But yeah, so I'm very much watching what I do, like any kind of workout classes I'm going to. Like, hey, Catchup, how you doing? But any kind of classes I'm going to and such, I'm like, everyone is aware because it's hit me hard. But I'm also very much watching myself, and I'm not to say I'm not pushing myself, but if I can feel my body going, Jeremy, please, it's like, understood.
There's no shame in not pushing yourself, by the way.
I know that. Again, it's just more like a mental thing, because I was very happy with the progress I was making, and it's just kind of undone in like 2-3 weeks. So,
Anyway, I'm glad you were healthy again, because you were ill for quite a long time, and I think some of us do fall into the trap of forgetting that this virus killed thousands. You know, before we had the old the old vaccine, and it's still not much fun. And there are people who are going to have health issues for the rest of their life because of it. So it's not to be underestimated.
100%.
Yeah.
But
you want to segue into something else?
Well, I was going to say, so talking about like current events, if you will, we can actually talk about very broad, non-spoilery terms. We can talk about a brand new thing that literally debuted worldwide outside of Japan at the time that we are doing this live, an hour and 16 minutes ago.
And we watched it, didn't we, Jeff?
We watched it together. We watched the first episode of the brand new Dragon Ball spin-off show that is on Crunchyroll and such. Dragon Ball Daima. D-A-I-M-I. Again, we're not going to go into massive detail about it.
M-A, not M-I, right? Daima.
Yeah, I said that wrong out loud, so there you go. That's...
I'm wondering what to do with Daima, like I'm home.
I believe that means demon, because it used to be like Piccolo.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, because as you'll come to hear that phrase Daima quite a fair bit, as it were. Yeah, Matty, it's on Crunchyroll. The episodes debut at 6 p.m. UK every Friday. So I'm going to say this now, folks. We probably won't do very spoilery talk, but you can expect a Dragon Ball Daima update weekly now for a while.
Oh, it's a shame it can't be the daily Daima. That would have been fantastic. But we can have the weekly Daima.
No, what if we just watch the episode every day and see if we notice anything else?
It'll be like those people there was a vlog a few years ago where they watched the 2005 Pride and Prejudice every day in December and then did a blog post about it every day, and by the end they were like, I'm going insane. It was so funny.
But
apparently Daima is a made-up word, because if you look at it in the title, it's stylized into capitals, which is what they usually do with words that are imaginary.
Sorry, I was laughing at what Phil just put in the chat. Just said, they screwed up by starting with Dragon Ball Z. They should have started with A or B.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that one, dude. All right, yeah. The weird thing, so it's written Daima in English, and it's stylized Daima, all capitals, but it's written in Japanese as a couple of kanji, which together say Taima, and the kanji are read as Great Devil. So there you go. There is a connection there.
And as Lex has just said, good evening to you, Lex. Welcome. As they've just said, the dub is 1 week behind to Netflix. So there you go. There will be maybe that's how we do it.
Oh, thank God.
So yeah, it was interesting. So first of all, in terms of the episode as a whole and what it does and sets up, I'm very much into it. If you're a long-time Dragon Ball Z, you saw my reactions. If you're
you and I are the same, I think.
If you're a long-time Dragon Ball Z... Okay, actually, you know what? So this is the first thing to know, because you were wondering this yourself, because you've not watched any Dragon Ball Super. Kind of when's it set? The easy way to sum it up is imagine that Dragon Ball Z has ended. And just keep that in your brain. But there are references to things that are established and or mentioned in Dragon Ball Super. But if you don't know it, it doesn't matter. Now, you may not have noticed that, Claire, but I did.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you give me an example of, like, just one thing from Super that was in that?
So, for example, to Lex, yes, pre-time skip ending of Z, very good point, yes. Before you see Ubu, or Oob, however it was called in English.
Yeah, I didn't
the human reincarnation of Boo, but that's a different debate for another time.
Yeah.
So, in Dragon Ball Super, there are universes established, and they refer...
Oh, I wrote this down!
There you go. So, yeah, and they refer to the Earth that we are familiar with as Universe 7. Like, that's a direct Dragon Ball Super related reference.
Oh, so that's what they were talking about.
Yes.
So but it's not the Earth is 7, it's we're in the universe that's number
Correct.
7.
We're in Universe 7.
Number 3 or something.
Yeah, think of it like a Dragon Ball multiverse, essentially.
Wait, the DBU. the DBCU.
Can I please graduate from the DBU?
So, fun fact. Another thing which I don't think is a spoiler. It's on Trunks' birthday. Remember?
Yep, that is established very early on. So.
Yeah, and he was born on June the 1st. So we know the day of the month it is.
Exactly, literally, we can put a date to it, everybody.
If that is canon, then yes, it was on the 1st of June.
But yeah, it's in terms of what it establishes and kind of what it's building towards, it was just really good fun. They do some really fun things that if you haven't watched things in a long time and you need a refresher, they do that very well.
I didn't feel like I was dragging behind on any of it. Like, and I haven't watched anime, let alone Dragon Ball Z, in a really long time.
You get to see some poignant moments, as it were, with, let's just say, very up-to-date animation, which I was going mental over, quite frankly.
Yes, see, I said to Jeremy when we were watching this, I said, I've done that thing that you do when your nostalgia upscales it. So you've forgotten how shitty this used to look. You know? When you watched it the first time, it wasn't shitty. It was amazing. Whereas now, it kind of, I think, what would you say, Jeremy? It looks like you remember it.
It's very much of its time.
No, but it looks like, as in, what I mean now is the animation they've got now is how I remember it looking in the 90s.
100%.
When it didn't look like that at all. You know, it did not look like.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever, forgive the phrasing, if you ever get a chance to watch Dragon Ball Super and you get to the end of what's currently aired of Super, there is a particular episode where it's like Toei Animation just went, so you know how the animation quality's been actually genuinely really good up to now? Here's like a whole other 2 shows worth of production budget for this one episode, and the animation in a particular fight is actually uneffing believable as to how insane it is.
Say unethical. It's unethically good. This fight is cancelled.
I do not approve of how good this fight looks.
This fight is cancelled because of woke.
But yeah, honestly, folks, give it a watch. If the dub is a week behind, if you want to wait for the dub, would not hold that against you whatsoever.
Wait for it.
So this is actually kind of, I think, the other point we wanted to bring up as well, because I'm someone, there's very select shows where I can flip-flop between dub and sub without issue when it comes to voices. But if you're not used to the Japanese casting for Dragon Ball, it can be quite a culture shock, and you found that with a few instances in this.
Only one, and it's so bad. Oh my god, you guys.
In fairness, there are 2. In fairness, there were 2.
2? Who was your other one?
I know if it was for you, it was so okay, first of all, do we say the names to potentially start rage on the internet or not?
I mean, I think I cannot be disagreed with when I say that the voice acting choice that was made for the character of Goku in English and Japanese, very different choices were made. They are very different voices. You'd say that was very fair. And in a show where there are like half the cast are young, like about 9 or 10 as we worked out, having an adult who sounds younger than them is really weird. Like, I said to Keith, I said to Jeremy, my brain is having to auto-tune his voice down, because there's one bit where he's fighting someone and he does a kind of but because it's a goblin voice, he's like and I'm like, what the fuck? It's a little gremlin. It's so who was the other character I objected to? Because I just remember everything. Goku was so jarring.
It was Kaioshin, aka the Supreme Kai.
Did I have a problem with his voice?
Yes.
What did I say?
It was more the fact that you didn't expect that voice out of them, because their voice was ironic in the other way around, and it was quite deep, and you expected something higher pitched.
I don't even remember that, Jeremy. It was like an hour ago. I'll take your word for it. I don't remember it.
I won't say anything more.
No one can prove it.
I won't say anything more just to not spoil anything. But
Yeah. Well, he's an established character. I knew he was.
There you go. But yeah, folks, it's good fun, and we will talk about it this week. And I mean, I don't have a Netflix sub, but if I can change that in the next week, maybe I'll try and watch the dub of it as well. And then
the dub's going on to Netflix, is that right?
I believe so. I wouldn't surprise me if it's Crunchyroll as well, in fairness, because that would seem a bit weird if it's not. But
no, Crunchyroll doesn't really do dubs, if I remember correctly.
It's changed a lot over the last couple of years since like the whole Funimation merger stuff.
Oh my god, has that been 2 years?
But it's been at least a few, I think, now, actually. I know, right? But yeah, so Dragon Ball Daima is now streaming, and I would encourage you folks to, if you want to stick around with us, obviously, we'd love that. But if you do want to go and watch Daima based on what we just said,
come back, yeah.
Please come back, because you may have time to watch it and then come back and watch the VOD later, because we have something else current to talk about, don't we, Claire? And by current, I mean current for us.
Current AF, in that I found it on a website that's probably 4 years old. But I thought it would be a fun little kind of chat, like, to talk about something fun and have a giggle, because it's so silly. I just remembered, Jeremy, I emailed this to myself, so 1 second while I bring it.
That's cool, that's cool.
So I was chatting to we have a semi-regular chat on Thursday nights, and I was chatting to some of the people who are in this chat, actually. In fact, most of the people in this chat, other than Phil. Phil, you're always welcome. Lecture, always welcome. Basically talking about this idea I'd had, and I am one of those people who bloody loves clickbait, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. I'll go in. I don't care. If my phone gets full of viruses, I'll just throw it out the window. I don't care. You know, and things like websites like Ranker and stuff, it allows me to like learn about media that I'm never going to consume in the way that it was designed to be consumed, like horror movies, things like that. So, and I like to know things. And I found a Ranker list, and I can tell you when it's from. Oh, it's actually current. It's currently being updated.
Gasp.
It is basically it's about titles of movies. Now, we all, I think, are familiar with the concept of a working title, as in a title that a movie may have during development that it sheds upon either first audience test screening, or it was never intended to have that to the end. But this list is listing some of the most stark changes between what was the original like working name and the name that most people will, even if they haven't seen the film, be familiar with, you know, well-known films. Like, there's a lot of films, I think, Jeremy, that are well-known that maybe you or I haven't seen. Like, I've never seen Gone with the Wind. You know, I've never seen
either.
Well, there you go. But you know it's a film, right? And you know probably vaguely what it's about, or basically when about it was made, like early kind of golden age of cinema or whatever.
Sure.
There's lots of things like that. So I want to make it very clear, this is not really a quiz, because unless you've read this Ranker page, there's very little chance you're going to get anything other than chance right about this.
We'll be the proof of that.
The reason I've chosen these is because I think they're the most interesting, and also each of them has a little note about, you know, why the name might have changed, what the decision was, and they're all kind of slightly different, and I think it's kind of fun. So, and just to make it even more a bit fair, I've given you 3 choices each time, because otherwise you're just shooting in the dark, because these are insane. Right.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, Jer, is I'm going to tell you the working title of a well-known film.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you 3 options for what the film was released as and is known as nowadays.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to start with what might be considered an easy one for some in the chat, but it is the only easy one, I assure you. So the working title of this movie was Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Oh, I think I know what that is.
Would you like to know the options are, I have written options.
Okay, I'll tell you, hang on, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put... No, actually, okay, I'll keep my hands up so I'm not typing, but I have my answer in my head, as it were.
You should have got your whiteboard like Ian does on Christmas.
Hang on. You read the titles, I've got a plan.
Okay, right, so if you're playing in the chat, the 3 options are Blade Runner, iRobot, and Brazil. Did you hear those, Jeff?
I did, I think,
Okay.
but either way, I'm going to write down what I immediately thought of.
I mean, it should probably be one of those 3. Or
Also, please excuse my appalling handwriting, but that's what I think.
Right, go enjoy Transformers 1, Lex. Let us know how it is.
Oh, enjoy!
It looks really good fun. See you, Phil. Say hi to Angela. Tell her I'm also looking forward to Rivals. As trashy as I'm sure it will be, it's going to be fun.
And enjoy dinner, you know.
Enjoy dinner, yeah. Just enjoy dinner. So, Jeremy, I saw you had up your board and it said Blade Runner.
Correct.
Well, that's obviously correct. Yes, it is Blade Runner. But it's an interesting story about why that is. Do you know?
It was based on a book, wasn't it?
Yes, the novel it's based on is called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep.
Mm.
That's the thing that people know.
Mm.
But what they don't know is why it's called Blade Runner. Do you know?
I admittedly do not.
See, I had always thought that there was a Blade Runner was the name of his class or whatever in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, because that's what I thought. Or I thought it was like he was running like an edge run, running along. So it turns out, the guy who wrote this, who wrote a lot of Blade Runner, the movie, the screenplay, had previously worked adapting an old 1970s sci-fi novel called The Blade Runners, which was absolutely nothing to do with the 1982 movie whatsoever. It was written by a different guy. Wasn't even written by the same dude who wrote Electric Sheep. He'd adapted that, and when they were looking at a new title for this movie that they're releasing, because they're like, I don't think we're going to go for this one, he was just like, I've got something. because I think the dude, no, the guy who wrote the original story was still alive, but I can't remember. That's where they got the phrase from. So it's actually nothing to do with "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep" at all, which I think is kind of awesome actually, because nobody questions why he doesn't run with a blade at any point. He doesn't use a blade. He's got a gun. You know, the whole point is a gun. So yeah, so there you go. Nice, easy one to start with. But I thought maybe the interesting thing was the bit behind it. You know. Oh, and the guy who wrote "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep" also wrote the novel "The Man in the High Castle," which you may remember they did an Amazon.
I was gonna say I got adapted into an Amazon show, didn't it?
Yeah, adapted into an anime show. I'd misremembered that Nathan Fillion was in it, but I think that's just a show called Castle, and I got confused. So I was looking through the cast, like Nathan Fillion was in this. No, it's something else. Okay, cool. So Jeremy, you've got 1 point, which I'll be honest is more than I thought you would.
I've got my
I
quota.
did put that one in at the last minute, and I was like, let's give the poor boy a chance. Right, here we go. So number 2, the working title of this movie was Spaceman from Pluto. Okay, your 3 options are Starman, these are all movies, Back to the Future, or Independence Day.
And what was the working title again, sorry?
Starman from Pluto. As with this, as with every single one of these, I would say don't think about it too much because a lot of them have no logic behind it whatsoever.
I can't remember exactly what the title was, but I'm going to say option A.
Starman?
Yes.
Okay. The actual answer is Back to the Future.
Oh, bub.
Yeah, because why would you have thought that? So the reason they thought they were going to do Spaceman from Pluto is because the guy who owned Universal Studios came up with that idea. And I think they had to kind of consider it because he was the guy who owned Universal Studios. And they were like, okay, we'll think about it. He was also like, oh, I think you should cast someone else as Marty McFly and not Michael J. Fox. And they were like, thanks, we'll take that under advisement.
Didn't they initially cast someone else, though? Or am I misremembering that?
I don't know if they did actually initially cast. They did. The guy he wanted cast was a guy called Eric Stoltz, which I looked him up and he'd not been in anything I really recognised, so I didn't actually put the name in. But yeah, so from the guy who brought you the great idea to call Back to the Future Spaceman from Pluto, also the idea of not having Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future, and as we say, there's a terrible idea. So 2 for 2 on bad ideas, Mr. Sidney Sheinberg.
So now I'm 1-1. Let's see if I can break the streak.
No, you got it wrong.
Yeah, so I got 1 right, 1 wrong. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You called it a streak.
No, that's what you know. My one wrong answer streak. You know.
Right, my dear. Right. The working title of this next one.
Okay.
Is Head Cheese.
See, I hear head cheese and I immediately think of like late 90s WWF wrestling because that was a nickname of someone and a tag team name.
Jeremy, you could have like heard a noise outside and it would make you think of late 90s wrestling. Your brain just thinks of late 90s WWF wrestling all the time. You're probably thinking about it right now.
Technically, yes.
Oh, you did talk about it. The choices for this one are Delicatessen, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or Sideways.
I'm going to say B, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And you are 100% correct.
Yes, excellent.
The best thing about this one is I have no idea why they were going to call it Head Cheese. None at all. The story hadn't changed. It was still about a man killing people with a chainsaw. What? I think it might... Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, did anyone get, like, beheaded in the film?
No, so basically, I think if you read, like, the history of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, it came from an idea that, like, the guy who wrote it had an experience where he talked to a mortician who'd said he once, like, he thought about making a mask out of, like, the skin off of a corpse. And have you ever heard of, like, it's like corpse starch? It's like this waxy stuff that comes off cadavers sometimes. That's all I can think of as a possible connection. But again, I'm like, you have a rampaging man with a chainsaw. Call it the Chainsaw Massacre. And they clearly clearer heads prevailed on that one. One of the other titles that the guy pitched for it, by the way, was Saturn in Retrograde.
I'm sorry, pardon, bless you, what?
Saturn in Retrograde.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on. Number 4. I need to actually read this one off the website because, as I told you, it's a 24-word.
Oh, jeez, what?
Oh, you probably weren't listening when I said this earlier.
Right. I remember you mentioning there was a really long one. I don't think I heard it was that long. Flippin' heck. All right.
Okay, so you'll probably see immediately why it's called what it is. The working title, i.e., what appeared on all the pitch documents.
Okay, right. Come on, I'm engaging brain. Okay, come on.
Untitled teenage sex comedy that can be made for under $10 million. Most readers think you'll love.
Do you know what the most ironic thing about that just then was? Your voice started cutting out partway through.
Fantastic. Untitled teenage sex comedy that can be made for under $10 million that most readers will probably hate, but I think you will love. Okay, options. Sorry. Do you need them?
So my immediate thought is kind of something like, what was that one that was like a 10 things I hate about you, or Dude, Where's My Car era?
Don't look at the chat because people are guessing.
Okay, I'm not. I'm looking this way, which is where my chat window is, so it's not.
Also,
sorry.
I don't want you to ruin the fun for yourself. Would you like options, or would you like to just have a guess?
I would like to hear the options because you've gone to the effort, so I want to hear the options.
Okay, the three options are American Pie, Good Boys, or Eurotrip.
The hell is Good Boys? Of the three, given how much money it made, it must be American Pie.
It is. It is American Pie. It was blatantly just written to catch the eye of the pitching people. That's all it was. I don't think it was ever going to be cool. So that was good fun. Well done, Matty. You got that right in the chat. You didn't even need the options.
So I'm currently 3 and 1 so far.
Yeah, Back to the Future, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, American Pie. Have I done 3?
No, you've done 4 total, but I got 3 right, 1 wrong.
What's the 4th one I've done? Oh, Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. Yeah, sorry, it's in a different order.
I see.
Getting really confused. Right. So the next one, the movie title is $3,000, or just 3,000.
Is it 300? Is my immediate thought.
No,
it kept downgrading ever so slightly. So what are our options?
The options are Pretty Woman, The Wolf of Wall Street, or Runaway Bride.
Do you know what? I have no idea, but just given the number, I guess my immediate thinking would be Wolf of Wall Street.
That's a fair guess. Anyone in the chat want to have a go? I can see some people are engaging. So this is one where I don't know. So Matty has guessed in the chat. So you guessed Wolf of Wall Street. What was the question, says Freya? The question is, the movie with the working title 3000, was that released as, which one did it do? Pretty Woman, Wolf of Wall Street, or Runaway Bride? It was released as one of those. Okay,
oh yeah, Pretty Woman.
So yeah, some people might actually know this. It is Pretty Woman. That is the correct answer. So the original screenplay for Pretty Woman was pretty fucking dark. $3,000 was the amount that Richard Gere's character agrees to pay her for being his escort for the week. That's why that was. In the original screenplay, she was a drug addict, which was taken out for the actual release, and the ending had him kicking her out of a moving after her corpse. So that's pretty dark. He didn't do that in the end. I mean, Pretty Woman is a very problematic movie for lots of. They didn't do that. Cool. Okay, I think we've got one more.
Okay.
Cool. I think I might just read this just from the site because I can't say it any better than that.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I'm currently 3 correct, 2 wrong. Then I think if I've got that right. So.
Oh. Hello, Jeremy.
I'm here. Are you?
Oh.
I'm here.
Yes. Sorry.
You froze for a second, but we're good. This bodes well, doesn't it, folks? All right, I'm going to switch to a solo view for a second. Oh, that's not the solo view I wanted. Where is it? There it is. So, Claire, I suggest you pop off and pop back on, as it were, because it might be a quick refresh thing. Oh, you folks can't see what I'm seeing right now, but hey ho. But oh, this is going. I'll tell you what, folks, we'll be right back. Bear with us. I'm gonna head to Be Right Back, and we will be right back. And all going well, everybody. Let's see if this works. Nope, wrong window. What's happened there? I've got to sort that out immediately because that's not what I thought it was. Oh, for crying out loud, what have I done? Right, hang on. Hang on. Okay, you know what? There's only one way I can probably sort this out, so I'm going to do this in a very weird way. So bear with me, folks, while I try and do this. So, oh look, Claire's gone. Unintentional, but it's the only way I can sort this. Okay, so if I do this, then I do this, then hopefully if I hit this, they're back. There you go. Got to sort the positioning out. There we go. And then Claire, if you unmute yourself, we should be able to hear you.
Heyo!
There we go. There we go.
Right.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday tonight. We are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Daima. We're going to have a good old chinwag. Then it will be part 5 of Ace Attorney, which I don't actually think I've mentioned tonight at all, come to think of it. So...
I have one more film, Jeremy.
Okay,
Let's just get
that's
this done.
fine.
That was where it all started to go wrong. I'm not going to give you options for this one.
Oh, okay.
The original working title, at one point, so this is a weird one, because the film was actually released as the original title, but during production, they tried to change it.
Okay.
And the actor, the main actor, said, if you don't change it back, I'm quitting.
Was
right?
it the Rock?
It wasn't the Rock. That seems like the kind of thing he would do, though. So they changed it from the title that this actor liked to the title Pacific Air Flight 121. And the actor said, this is the only reason I took this job is because I liked the title.
Was it Con Air?
Right. No, it wasn't Con Air.
Okay. I mean, the only other thing that comes to mind is, was it Snakes on a Plane?
It was Snakes on a Plane! So Samuel L. Jackson was like, if you don't change it back, I'm out.
Literally, because the way I was thinking of it is, okay, my initial thought was Con Air, because I thought, okay, well, that's based on a flight specifically, and Die Hard 2 wouldn't have been called, they wouldn't have not kept Die Hard, and then I thought...
I had to, it was so funny, and I have to finish this quote, right, which was Jackson at the MTV Movie Awards said, quote, "No movie shall triumph over Snakes on a Plane unless I happen to feel like making a movie called More Motherfucking Snakes on More Motherfucking Planes." So, there you are. Living legend, Samuel L. Jackson.
Because my other thinking behind it was, who would just quite frankly not have an issue at all with just quitting on the spot?
It'd be someone older, wouldn't it? Who's just like, fuck it, Harrison Ford or something, you're like, I'm out.
Oh, but very true, Matty. Die Hard 2 ended up being Die Harder, but it was more that thing of they wouldn't have got rid of like the Die Hard at all in the title because of how popular the first one was.
One of the ones on this list that I didn't pick, actually, was Tomorrow Never Dies.
I didn't know that had another title, to be fair.
Tomorrow Never Lies was the original one.
Oh!
And I think, I need to check, but I daren't open it now, because it might crash again. But it was partly to do with the fact that there was a mistype while they were going back and forth, and then they were like, oh, but it does sound cooler though. Because I've not seen Tomorrow Never Dies, but apparently, like, if it's not the case at the end, then it was during production. There is a program or a computer called Tomorrow, and it can like tell what's going to happen in the future. So the whole point was that tomorrow never lies. That was the whole point. And then they were like, but also, Tomorrow Never Dies sounds really fucking cool. Oh, it's a newspaper. That's right. Tomorrow Never... Yeah. So,
I have not watched Tomorrow Never Dies in a long time. Not for any particular reason. I just haven't.
Yeah, so it's weird because, the newspaper is called Tomorrow, and he was clearly, like, using it to... Like, the things in the paper were, like, happening because he was doing them. That's the point. But, yeah, it was originally Tomorrow Never Lies, which I think is really funny.
Tomorrow... never lies.
Isn't that Everybody Hurts?
Ace Attorney, folks.
Tomorrow sometimes lies, sometimes.
We are back on the Ace Attorney train, folks. Yeah, it was me trying to think what came after like that chorus, but I think it was like a dun 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 dun.
I don't know any of the rest of it. So, would you like to have a very quick recap of what just happened?
What, in the quiz or the game?
No, in Phoenix Wright, last time we played, because as we worked it out, it was about a month ago we played last.
Yep, September the 13th, folks, is the last time we delved into this.
Jeremy got brung low by a virus, and then we had to take a break. So, the last thing we did was we played through a second part of the trial, I seem to recall.
Correct.
So, in this one, the main person we were interrogating was Lotta Hart.
Mm-hmm.
About, you know, when we went into the room, what she saw, and we got to see some of her photos, and we had the whole thing about this one doesn't have a hole in it, that one does.
Let's go, bub.
Let's go, Bob. And then the issue that we ended up with at the end is the fact that there was no hole in the costume that Maya was wearing when she was brought in, whereas there was a hole in the sleeve of the shooter, I believe, which we saw a photograph of. The issue we had is the fact that the key that had entered the room with Maya was found outside the room later, which meant that somebody had left the room and the game chose to say it was Maya. So the key left the room, but Maya left the room, basically. And there's only one key. Maya had it when she went in, and we found Pearl with the key, and she wasn't anywhere near the scene, so Maya must have left. And now we know that the door opened. That brings in lots of different other possibilities, so we're going to have to go and do some more investigation. And we annoyed Von Karma, which was great.
It was fantastic.
It was. So Maya says to you, though, but I didn't leave the room, and there wasn't a third person there. You're like, God damn it, Maya, shut up!
It's like, shut up!
This is the problem. The problem is that Maya keeps going, oh, but I totally did it. I'm like, shut up, Maya, Jesus Christ. Right, so here we go. Let's do it.
So with that being said, folks, it is time for AC Attorney. It's time for investigation.
What?
Will it feature Detective? Let's find out. I can't unhear Detective, by the way. It's such a good localization.
I completely forgot that Duck-tective is the detective in Gravity Falls, and that's now all I hear as well.
June 21st, 3:24 p.m., Kurain Village.
20 days after Trunks' birthday. Okay, this is me, isn't it? And the birds that sound like the fucking fake birds that you get down Portobello Road, like, like the guy's doing them, and then when you buy them and go home, you're like, oh, I've been swizzled. Okay.
Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick.
You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway.
Did you have to buy like a rain ticket?
I thought about this a little. If Mystic Meyer didn't kill that nice man.
He wasn't nice.
She definitely didn't.
Oh, yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right?
Yes.
That murderer person.
Yes, pals.
Oh, I see.
I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad.
I just really like the idea of Maya being a killer.
This music is far too
I
joyous.
know, it's like the Pearl music, it's so cute. So we can talk to her.
Today's trial.
Yeah, were you traumatized?
So, what did you think of seeing your first trial?
I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before.
And there were so many Dragon Balls and so many people fighting.
Yeah, I punched the guy. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh!
Killed a guy with a pitchfork. And Mystic Miner looked so small and helpless.
Well, Maya's already naturally short, so...
She makes what the point of her.
And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes and the vaguely racist accent.
Roughly? Oh, she means Francisca.
such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I am going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow.
I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world.
Can't miss it. You're the lawyer.
Oh!
They literally can't start without you.
Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya?
Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty.
I'm pretty sure a prosecutor is still a lawyer, Phoenix. Okay.
They don't care if someone's innocent, all they care about is if they win.
Ooh, okay. That's terrible. It would be terrible, Paul.
You're damn right it's terrible, Maya, you're damn right.
Black Pearl, but okay.
Sorry, you're damn right, Pearl, you're damn right.
It would be terrible if it was true.
But she's a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right?
I mean, if she had a heart on the outside, I'd be very upset.
There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same.
Why would he say that?
Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually. Edgy, 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 edgy.
Itchy what? He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgybird?
Gasp.
Yeah, he's dreamy.
That was a long time ago.
It was a year!
He's not around anymore.
He's a square.
Huh?
He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it.
Oh.
He said I could punch a train off the train tracks, and I said, no, you fool, and he's like, watch me. And then I was like, oh my God. Stupid, prideful fool. I didn't read what she said, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I for some reason, my brain just... I think he just kind of went, oh, okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
Or something like that.
By the way...
Yes? What is it?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you?
Why are you asking me?
No, I was just thinking earlier.
I didn't see anything.
She didn't see anything. Huh?
Yeah, that's literally what she said.
Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing?
Murdering.
And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? Pearl's alibi. Let's get the alibi for a child.
I mean, they still need one.
I just realised that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime.
Criming.
Good answer. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened?
Oh!
As Freya says.
I was murdering a man.
Huh?
What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything.
She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise.
Oh, flight clock time!
Oh, crud.
Okay.
Ah! Literally my reaction. Because I won't lie, I totally forgot this was a mechanic.
Okay, so what's happening?
I guess you can see through my lie, huh?
Oh yeah, because you can see when people are lying.
Yeah, clearly.
I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick?
Okay, so, we can't break those yet.
Okay.
If you go back, why don't we show her the key and be like, what the fuck's up with this key?
Present. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right?
Yes.
Now, where you found this key is very important.
Oh,
So, please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this?
I found it in the incinerator.
Not the answer I was expecting. The incinerator? Is she talking about the one in the garden?
The one that you were like, wow, how unusual that an incinerator is on a private property. No, one of the many others.
That was at least 2 months ago at this point.
The door and it was a little open, so I took a peek.
When was that?
It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Are you going to tell my mother?
Huh? You mean tell Morgan not LaFay what you did?
Yes, did she told that I was playing in the leftover trash?
Oh, pardon me.
I'll get us.
Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? Also, yes, that was me suppressing my sneezes for the record.
Weirdly enough, you made Freya sneeze.
I don't know how to react to that, sorry. The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next.
Thanks, game. We're on our way.
I'll just climb inside and see what happens.
Yeah, let's just pop in this incinerator. So let's go check out the incinerator. Which is in the winding way, by the way.
It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over.
It's boxing training day. It's the day after murder.
I see. The winding way!
Oh.
Hey! There's someone by the incinerator. I don't know why I said it like that, but hey!
There's something purple sticking out of the incinerator.
Oh, looks like they've noticed me. And are now running at top speed towards me.
Oh god! Oh god, she's so annoying.
Should we look up her voice for you?
Oh, I remember what it was.
Oh, hey.
It just took you to say, oh, hey, and everything came flooding back into my brain.
Oh god, not you!
My hat is full of secrets. Like, you're that dentist guy.
Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again.
Lies.
Oh, like, real suave. So it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too.
So, what's up? You're all out of breath.
What? Like, huh? Oh, like you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and like totally excited to be here.
Excited?
Like, I mean, there are so many things to like see. It's like the real deal here.
Oh, really? For example? Hey, Nightbot.
For example, like that urn over there, do you like know about it?
All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery.
Okay, we can talk for now.
Now, Claire, I must make a request. I would like you to recreate this dance for me, please.
I was doing it a minute ago, did you not see?
I was reading, sorry.
It's like, because it's just sprites and they're just kind of constantly doing this. There we go. Where did she get a belly button piercing large enough to wear as a bracelet? Okay.
Is that some sort of legend connected with that urn? Also, it says I am on it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure.
Huh. Didn't know that.
And like, it's sealed inside that urn.
It's? What are you talking about?
And like, you know, Amy Face Spirit.
I'm sorry, what? Amy Faye? Who's that?
I don't think we've heard of her yet. Like, jeez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady and that founded the Karain channeling technique with Mystic Amy.
You don't have to get upset with me.
I'm totally bummed. Sorry, I'm just like, Freya's like, let me put something in the WhatsApp. I've just opened the WhatsApp and it's just Freya talking to Matty and Stitch about how good their air fryer is. You freaking troll! Air fryers.
Hang on. Air fryers.
Freya's like, I'm not posting it yet, duh! And I was like, oh, yeah.
Hang on, wait, I'll do one better. Hang on. Double air fryer. Why is it only on half the screen? What's happened there?
What happened?
It's only on half the screen.
No, it wasn't. No, it's the whole screen. Oh, yeah, no, it is on one side.
I broke the effect. Well, there you go.
So weird.
Sorry, did you read that?
I did not. 1 second. So like, as long as her spirit like lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Fae family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic?
No.
Every time she says like, it tries to throw me out of the accent because it's like, ironically, I've been saying like that.
Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. What happened?
Keep that fryer in angry.
Eni, I want to ask you about the murder.
Murder?
Dr. Gray's, remember? As if there's another one.
Oh, that one. Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything, because I was, like, sleeping in the side room.
Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Did anything?
Like, come on.
Unusual. Thank you very much, Sean. Much appreciated.
I forgot how well your face lines up. It's so funny. Being say hello. Thank you, Sean. We appreciate it.
Much appreciated, Sean. Thank you very much.
Okay, I did read that. I like totally have nothing to do with this, like murder thing. I can read the signs now. Why did I earlier?
No idea.
So weird.
I feel like it almost needs like one or two to like kick in.
No.
How many channel points does Sean have? Let's find out.
About 1,000 left now.
Oh yeah, you only introduced. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. No relation, sure. Oh, I read that wrong. Oh yeah, you only introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. No relation, sure.
I mean, I would have said it sarcastically the way the first
Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister who died in that accident was a nurse at his clinic. Traffic accident. All right, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident?
Oh! That's really cool, Mel. Can you put that up on the screen? Mel, can we put that on the screen? Is that a thing we can do?
Oh, God, hang on. I don't know how to do that.
For people who aren't in our group chat, which, to be fair, is most of the people in the chat, it's a photograph that Mel just sent me of when she did a cosplay of this exact character. And I know exactly where that is as well. It's the one Benjamin Armycon that everyone takes pictures in front of.
All right, hang on a sec. I'll work on this. We'll carry on reading, but leave it with me.
Okay, yeah, cool. We'll try and put that up on the screen for you, Mel. It's really super nice. Like, why? You think like it's got like something to like? Oh my god, I'm doing too many likes. Okay. Like, why? I can't even remember what she's responding to. What did you say?
Traffic accident.
Traffic accident, that's right. Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with her mother?
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can.
Do not.
Oh, padlocks!
Do not.
Catchup making their presence known.
Bleh.
Psylocke? Not the X-Man?
Oh, Jeremy, I created this emote for this very occasion.
Oh, yes, because, hey, Charlie, welcome,
We have
welcome.
new emotes.
We should say, folks, we have new emotes, courtesy of Felflowne, aka Claire.
Oh, Charlie, it's such a cute picture. We will try and get it up at the end. It's just really, really cute. Hi, Charlie. We appreciate you. Harriet putting up the new Claire emote that's on there.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So we've got Catchup being needy, which I think is a subscriber level one. And then we've got me in the normal. Because the normal me is to go with the shocked Jeraffemy, which we have. There we go.
Okay, remind me later. I think I can get the photo to work. So
excellent. We'll do it when we finished playing for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Are you having some kind of psychotic episode where you see lots everywhere?
Looks like I'm going to need something to pry her mouth open on this one.
That's an interesting way of saying that. We cannot break them at this point.
Okay.
So we.
Can I move closer to the incinerator?
We can try looking at it. We can't move, but we can do the little Oh.
Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it was possible.
The bedding is all laid out today too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now.
So there's somebody in there? Can you move back to the winding way?
Excuse me? Who am I talking to? There's no one here.
Oh, is there no one in the bed? Oh my god. It's never clear. Can we move to the winding way again? Or
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Catcher, stop. Oh, you're going out the window.
What could we present to make them talk?
No, we're not going to talk to her. We want to try and get out so we can talk to the incinerator. Examine.
I was going to say talk to the incinerator.
No, we want to examine it. Oh, Freya's found the gift. Excellent.
That's right. Pearl said she found the key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself.
Hey,
Shove.
Yeah.
This is from Maya's costume.
That's important.
There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Unburned remains found inside the garden incinerator. Small amount of blood is on it.
Interesting.
Please note it is called Cloth Scrap. The name of my next album.
Oh, okay, so I was confused as to why the guide didn't tell us to do that, and it's because it did. We were supposed to apparently do that before we spoke to Eenie, but it's fine as long as we did it all. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, let's go to the channeling chamber.
Let's. The meditation realm. And then the channeling chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? Looks like she's talking to a picture.
Talking to a picture?
Oh, hello.
Oh god! Oh wow, she's so welcoming. Oh, hang on. Don't you see? Take a look around.
It's Limp Bizkit. Freaking perfect.
Finally, my chance has come.
Finally!
I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself Dear Misty, get out your Psyduck and pray.
Send your star me or star you to battle.
Do you remember who Misty is in this context?
Is it? It's not Eni's sister.
No, that's Eni.
Misty is. I feel like I should, but I don't.
Misty is Maya and Mia's mother.
Because she's the grandmother, isn't she?
No, she's the sister of Misty.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Right, that makes sense, yeah.
Pearl is Maya's cousin.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, wait, is she? Is she sister? Well, Maya calls her Aunt Morgan. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, let's keep
Anyway. What in the...
What in the villain backstory is this? Who's there?
Slurp.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Right.
Just curious. But that picture you were just looking at.
And monologuing you calling that. Yeah, Charlie and Freya have confirmed in the chat that I was right about it.
Perfecto.
Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well.
Huh. Oh yes. Thank you.
I am terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. Oh. I had a previous engagement to sit in this room and laugh evilly. As I had to watch over the trainees training today.
I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about that picture. Or the picture.
Crazy and talking to herself. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this.
Alright.
I'll talk to her, I guess.
What happened?
What happened?
Have you remembered anything about the murder?
I was about to read that line, which would have made no sense at all. No, I told you everything I know already.
Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police?
Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms.
Judo chop! Severed. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen?
I would like to say more did. However, that is all that occurred.
I was really hoping for some new info.
I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes.
I don't believe you, Morgan. I don't. Watching you, Morgan. Could you possibly be more patronizing?
I mean, I'll try. I might need to stretch first.
Gotta limber up a little bit.
There's this woman on Reel.
What's that sound?
Sorry, there's this woman on Reel. This incredible impression of Maggie Smith. Specifically when she's being Professor McGonagall, and it is one of the most strikingly good impressions I've ever heard, because her actual normal speaking voice is kind of vaguely accented London, like kind of not quite proper Cockney, but maybe a bit more London than you are. And then she'll start going, "I will not have you running around like a cavalcade of baboons." It's so funny, it's so much better than mine. And I was just there, like, watching it, like, amazed.
So, do the students train every day?
Yes, absolutely.
They were given a day off in the day after the murder, of course, however.
And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training.
Mr. Right.
Yes. Yes. Wow, she got scary real.
You forgot to say Mystic Maya. I think that's probably it.
Oh, okay. She got
That's probably it.
she got real scary real fast.
How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl.
Oh, so Maya and Pearl should be called Mystic. It's like,
I just thought you were a crazy woman.
it's like, oh, sorry. I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl.
And honestly, if you could just assume I meant that every time I say it going forward, we could say it.
Just like Mystic Gohan in Dragon Ball Z when he has more power unlocked, you know.
Now I need to go and eat my mystic lunch before I need to go to the mystic courtroom.
Majin Buu needs his Mystic Cookie.
Mystic Majin Buu.
But wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Next question, please.
Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this.
Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir.
The Master, the Doctor.
The Doctor Who.
I was literally going to say the Doctor Who villain has arrived.
Just hear the TARDIS noise in the background.
So the Master is Maya's mother, right? Mystic Maya's mother.
Mystic Misty. We had to kill her because her name sounded dumb. She is a brilliant medium.
And where is she now?
In Canada. We are not sure.
Not sure?
About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case.
Why? It's so welcoming.
And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village.
I'm sorry,
His name.
what?
Exactly. She's going to explain.
Erased?
The person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead.
Well, in fairness, people who've been missing for a certain amount of time are also considered dead. Doesn't mean you erase their name from places.
Oh, I see.
And that is 4 years from now for her.
You said 16 or 17, so technically it's 3 or 4, right? Very good.
And when that happens, a new master will be appointed to Karain village.
I sense an evil plot.
Yeah, only just now?
And...
Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next
Master! Master!
However, with this murder, I'm afraid
I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. How terrible! Oh, how terrible!
So wait, you're telling me that Misty's vanished, that the heir to the mastery, Mia, was also murdered. Then the next heir, Maya, is suddenly a murderer. But Morgan, who will be the next master?
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z!
On Mystic Ball Z. Oh yeah, we know where she disappeared. Remember, because she channeled that spirit and got Duff information from it.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes,
Because
from
the spirit died.
the other game, from the other case.
Yes, because the spirit
Yeah.
died not knowing what had happened, so he just kind of told her what he thought had happened, which wasn't actually the case.
What can we present? I present to you a torn shred.
And you can talk to her. I don't think she's going to tell you anything, but go for it anyway. Try it.
What do you think about this?
I am terribly sorry, but I am afraid my spiritual powers are not as strong as you might think.
I just asked you for an opinion.
Make an assessment. I really am terrible.
But this has nothing to do with your spiritual power. Thank you, Phoenix.
I love how we just like read you. So yeah, she's being a pain in the ass. We're not going to get her to tell us anything else. Yeah. So you can go a few different places. I can tell you where to go next, or you can just choose for yourself.
For the sake of advancing, given we've had a month of like stalled, let's just advance straight to the next thing. So where should I go next?
The detention center.
Oh wow! Like literally somewhere else.
Yeah, literally. We're done here. Yeah, Charlie's like I never really could see him smirking behind the sleeve. I also, because the screen is quite blurry for me.
Visitor's realm.
Hey Nick, I've been waiting.
She looks so helpless.
It's not him.
She looks so helpless.
There's no other than
It's like, that's your observation, Phoenix?
So, how was it? What did you find out?
Well, I found a few things.
Okay, is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye?
I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise.
Sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is call you. Oh.
I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I'm in prison, I'm so upset.
God, my pain. Okay, chapter.
Today's trial. So, how was it? Today's trial, I mean.
You were fantastic, Nick.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, I mean that way I found you. Every time I thought a goose was cooked, you managed to give someone food poisoning by feeding it to them. You managed to turn it all around, proving that.
So that's why my stomach feels iffy. Not just because of the COVID.
I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie.
Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We are going to win this, Maya.
Or we'll lose the game.
Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it?
Of course not. You're completely innocent. A few days later, guilty. Bam.
Guilty. Maya's like, I just love killing.
If that were true, I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right?
Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I said this so long ago, earlier in the game. I said it, and
I don't think I told you you were wrong. I just. Does that mean Phoenix uncooked the goose? Yeah, It makes you think of that thing where someone tried to challenge Wendy's Twitter account for saying that their meat is like fresh, never frozen, and they were like, "Well, how do you transport the meat then, genius?" And Wendy's like, "Yeah, gee, I wonder what kind of thing could chill things without freezing them." And the guy's like, "Shut up!" He went, "Don't be ashamed that you just forgot what a refrigerator was for a second." I couldn't think of an opposite to cooking. I guess he uncooked the goose.
I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anybody there. There was just a large box shaped large enough for a person.
That's exactly what Lotta said too.
Lotta the incredibly reliable.
Not guilty.
Nick,
Yeah?
why do you believe in me?
That's the story of the game.
Yeah, I kind of have to. Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? The guy was an ass.
Because of something Mia told me.
Have we broken Mia's cyclops? Have we broken any? My sis? What did she tell you?
Have we broken any what, sorry?
Cyclops. Remember Mia had some, and we were like, oh.
Oh, good point, actually. Or was that just in the tutorial?
No, I can't remember.
She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams.
That is a good point. You did say that.
When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you.
So spirit mediums can't have dreams when they're channeling, specifically.
Now that you mention it, wait, then I really am.
You are not the real murderer. I think
Tom
that...
Malley, you are not the father. Yeah!
I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged.
Was it the goose?
Drugged.
I think this was planned from the very beginning. And I think Morgan knows something.
Oh, she's just up there.
And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray.
Did Morgan actually say who would become the master if Maya goes to jail?
I'm assuming it's either her or Pearl.
It can't be Morgan, because Morgan's not strong enough spiritually. She said as much. So yeah, I think it's
Must be Pearl then.
Pearl's a prodigy, as they say. So what possible reason could Morgan have for making sure that her daughter becomes the new Terrain? Weird that.
That's
Pearl's alibi.
Pearl's alibi.
I want to ask you something about Pearl's.
Pearly? What about her?
No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder.
Huh? Wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you?
No, nothing like that.
She'd never do anything like that. You hear me?
Weirdly smiling. Never. She's a great kid. I'm really cute. I'm really great and cute and great and cute.
I didn't really think she was the murderer.
Wait, I'm not done. And cute.
But
and she's cute.
But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
The two of us, we were playing with her ball.
A ball? Sounds like a dead end to me.
Round thing that bounces.
Ball! So, about this ball.
Why are we talking about a ball? Nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job today.
Pelly really loves to play with that ball. Her mum won't let her get a Switch.
Or at this point in time, a GBA or a DS.
Oh, yeah.
She loves to play with that ball, huh?
This is like so weird. What are you saying?
It's time for some ball games!
When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing.
The clothing box?
Yeah. Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Okay. It's really big. So once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about.
The clothing box in the side room, huh?
Oh.
Well, I guess I know where I'm going. Let's go back to Crane Village. Get on a train, sit on a train, arrive at Crane Village. It is now the afternoon. Oh.
Oh, it's Lotta.
Ah!
Ah! Ah! Oh, she ran.
Hey!
You activated my trap card!
Fuck.
You know how we were talking about sounds we might be taking away?
Oh, God.
I would like to nominate me.
Oh, flippin' heck. I was not expecting that, then. Flippin' heck, right.
Okay, she ran away.
Wait, please, Lotta.
Lotta, I want to hear more of your amazing eyewitness. Oh my god, Jeremy.
You know what I think you need?
What?
Pepsi Max.
I do need another can. I'm back in a second.
You know what? Absolutely fair.
Vamp for time, Jeremy.
I will vamp. I will vamp, folks, by showing you something that I have purchased. Because people may know I like to collect comic covers and such, and also my background is going all wonky and stuff. Anyway, so I like to collect comic covers and stuff. I have a new one to show you, folks, which is really good. It is by the artist Rian Gonzalez, who I've shown some very cutesy art before of. And this is their cover of Birds of Prey issue 14 from the current run of the comic. Look at this absolutely amazing cover. I adore this. It is so good. Black Canary and the Birds of Prey. I freaking love this design so much. I've got so many covers of Rian Gonzalez. I love their work so much. It's so good. And also, this Birds of Prey comic in general is really good fun if you're into comics and stuff. So, recommend reading it, as it were. And, yes, well, that's all the time I had to vamp, so I was hoping it wouldn't be as long. So I guess what I'll do then is just insert some tunes. There we go. A little bit of music in the background for now. And, you know what? I'm going to go to a Be Right Back screen, because that seems to make the most sense. Unless Claire is going to suddenly walk in, which I can't see them doing, so I'm instead going to head to Be Right Back. We, folks, will be right back, and we'll continue with where we got to in just a few mementos. And we're back. Sorry, the reason for that incredibly extended and just then was because I realised that I couldn't get rid of a message on the screen, so it was me trying to vamp for my own time then to try and do that. But there we go.
The best part was Discord cut you off, so you were just there like, on my screen. And I was like, oh, what's he doing? So good night, so sorry about that, y'all. We've had a bit stop-start this evening.
All good. First time back in the swing of things, as it were.
Back in the thick of it.
There we go. Oh, noodle update.
Lie down, please.
Hang on, switch screen. All hail the noodle dog. If you have access to the emote, now is the time.
I want to cheese it.
Tesco are now selling these things called Cheez-It, like... Cheez-It Snapped is what they're called. So Cheez-Its are like just square crackers. I've seen them on American shows. These are bloody great though. They are so cheesy. And as we know, it's not quite that cheesy. You can't have any more though. They're probably monosodium glucose. Why? Why? Lie down.
Catch's excitement for Mora's attorney is palpable.
Girl. Okay, let's do this.
Righty then. On to the Ace of Attorney we go.
Right, let's chase
now.
Lotta. Where's she going? Where's she going? What's she doing?
She ran off into the manor.
Right, I guess we'll move into the manor then.
Which I guess is there?
Yeah, must be, because the other places are other places.
Lotta! Hey!
She's away. I'm telling ya, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me, and they'll turn to dust. Oh, did I cut out again?
No. That was literally in the script.
Okay, go to the side room. I think you have to go through.
The winding way. Oh God.
Okay, examine. Look at the urn.
The I am urn, whatever it was.
I am urn.
So, there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks.
Say crack again. Crack.
Looks like something's written on it. I am. Huh. Weird. Sacred urn. Amy Faye's spirit is sealed within. It's chipped and cracked all over. Oh. Hang on. Noodle watch.
Hang on. I'm trying to turn it so you can actually see her. Oh God, this bloody monitor. Right. Hang on. There we are. Okay. You can't really see it brilliantly, but she's got her head just.
The role of Claire Copping will now be played by Catchup the dog. Oh, look at this pampering we're getting here. Look at this. Look at that dog. That is a very executive pose we've got right there. There we go. So Amy Faye's spirit is sealed within. It's chipped and cracked all over.
Right, sorry, we needed that for the court record, so that was probably the easiest way to get that. Now we can move from here to the side room.
The side realm.
And we want to look at that fucking box, don't we?
I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction,
Oh yeah, we're chasing
but it
her.
doesn't look like she's here.
Oh,
Examine.
the ball! Have a look at the ball! Ball! The ball.
It's a steel samurai ball!
Of course it fucking is. Everything in this universe is.
Look! It's Pearl's ball.
It's made of solid steel.
Maya said it's always kept in the clothing box.
So why is it not in the clothing box?
So what's it doing on the floor? Pearl's ball.
We're
Pearl's
gonna see that.
favourite toy. She was playing with this at the time of the murder, it seems.
Was he murdered by a ball? We can't remember. Okay. Oh my god, is she in the box?
It's the clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder
are you
what's
in the box?
inside.
Ah!
Ah! What are you doing in there? What were you thinking?
I'm a bad person. Just another piece of human trash. I need a hole to crawl in.
So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into. Oh man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box.
Is there now?
And it's about 8 inches off the ground.
I can measure it with my dick.
That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this?
This box is the murderer.
And that's the end of that chapter. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Is the clothing box in our court record?
It should now be, yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I guess we'll go to the meditation room. It's the only room.
Meditation realm.
Oh no, we have it in this room.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now.
What person?
The lady who looks a bit like a pop. You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair?
Ah, she means Lotta.
She said, "Don't look at me with them eyes." But,
Very good.
but I'm not that scary, am I?
I don't think that's quite what she meant.
Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me.
Oh. Well, thanks.
It was a very informative dash through the room, apparently.
You're welcome.
Charlie says, "Don't look at me with those big old anime eyes." Okay, can we talk to Pearl? Oh, we can't. We got the
Can
lock.
we unlock the padlock with the ball?
Shall we try?
Let's. Wrong button. Present.
You've got to present the Magatama, remember? To actually activate the Cyclops.
That one?
Just fucking throw it at her face, knock her out.
Pearl's alibi.
Pearl's alibi.
Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay?
What if I can't tell you what happened?
Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? Why have I got so dark?
I'm so frightened right now. Oh, that's what I am.
What? You can do that?
No! You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you?
Yes?
Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right?
The Winding Way.
Present! Oh, wait. I thought that was I might have done that wrong.
No, you did. You clicked the Winding Way, right?
Oh, it went there automatically.
Okay, cool. Well, it's
Sure.
the right answer.
You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the Winding Way?
Wow, you got it.
Oh my god! So, do you think now you can tell me?
Oh my god!
Thank you very much, Charlie. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Charlie says this is where Pearl's trauma really began. He shouted up, very lawyer man.
I'm sorry, not yet.
Man, oh man. All right, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there.
Do you really know that much?
No!
I should point out, there's a character in Dragon Ball Daima that does that, and every time she did it, I was like, it's got you know, that's got a name in anime, that particular laugh.
I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, 100%.
I think it's called a Hime laugh.
Hmm.
And it's like, because it's a character trope.
Yeah, there's a character in One Piece by the name of Boa Hancock who also does something like that, but it's like to an extreme degree. It's very amusing.
Anyway.
Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the Winding Way? Bolly, 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 bolly.
You need to know these things when you're king. Right, yes, or correct.
Presenting!
Just throw the ball at her face.
Oh! You were
2 points!
you were playing with this ball, right?
did you know?
No! I'll stop it.
A lot of hero villains in Sailor Moon. Yeah.
Maya told me that you love to play with your ball.
Oh, Ojo. It's called Ojo Laugh. You're right. I'm sorry. Ojo Hime? Ojo-san? I can't remember. Oh, I'm getting confused. I'm gonna look this up while we're talking.
Yeah, I was playing with the ball.
And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad?
Ojo-sama lied. Rather than the Ojo-san, I think. Yeah, that's right. Well done, Chris. I need to know. Hello, Chris, by the way.
Hey, welcome. Welcome.
What do we mean? Something. Nothing happened.
This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened.
Right, think about it, Jer. What could have happened? Something she doesn't want to tell you about.
The incinerator, the key, the clothes.
Remember what she said earlier about, like, if you were going to tell Morgan? And what would happen if you did?
I probably should remember.
She said, you're not going to tell my mum, are you? Because bang. So, clearly, Morgan is the kind of person who believes in punishment for children.
Right, okay.
So, her Pearl would be very worried about her finding out, say, if she had accidentally done something, like damaged something.
So the pot.
This is what I'm thinking.
Sorry, I should clarify. Urn. Sorry.
So, are we thinking that maybe she accidentally broke the pot?
Yes, that sounds feasible. With the ball, because she was playing with the ball and kicked it there. Right? There you go.
Bounce. There we go. Yeah, okay, let's try it.
Also, did you notice that it was worth 2 life points then? This.
Yeah, no, that's the you get hurt if you get this wrong.
This urn, it's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Kurain technique is sealed in here, isn't it?
Yes.
What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there.
Oh, you're killing me.
Please don't tease me.
Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? Oh! Shake! Or rather, smack, because it's the ball. The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? Also, can I just say, I just saw Charlie's comment about would love to perfect that laugh. Yes, I completely agree.
The Ojo-sama laugh, yeah.
She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. Has the game broken?
No.
I guess?
It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks.
Her voice is shaking.
I am 5. Oh, right, so how can you tell that the urn has been broken?
Well, let's look at it, shall we?
Yeah, I know. But the point is that she's saying that the cracks are possibly something that's been there for a while. But how do we know that they're not just, like, surface level? As in, like, how do we know that this thing has been smashed apart?
Do we have any glue?
No.
Any?
What does it say on it?
Any? Oh, I am.
Uh-huh. Why do you think it says that?
I am. Was it say I am sorry or something?
No. Some spirits in there.
Oh, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying I'm still here, type thing.
No.
I'm sorry, my brain is still. What? Wait.
I want you to imagine you have a dog, right? And the dog passes away, and the vet cremates it for you and returns to you an urn. What would it say on that urn?
The name.
Name of your dog.
And it's broken because it shouldn't say I am, it should say Amy.
Correct! So, the way that we're going to no, that wasn't right.
I'll be honest.
Sorry.
I'll be honest. I totally hit that by accident.
Okay.
I adjusted my thumb and it hit the button.
Okay, so I think we might take some damage from that.
We already have.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but
I figured.
do you want to try again?
Yeah, I'm sure if I can get it if I think about it some more and don't be, like, accidentally trigger happy.
Jeremy, why aren't you reading it?
Because I just want to, it's basically saying, how can I tell? It's like, I know that's what you're saying. Let's just get to the bit, right? So.
Go to the profiles.
Oh, okay, that
That's
makes
what
more
it is,
sense. Mia, there's Detective. There we are. Present.
Creepy. Yep, that one.
Who started the Korean channeling technique?
Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Amy.
That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? Do ya?
How do I spell her name? I don't know.
It's spelled A-M-I.
Oh!
Good gasp. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn.
Oh, I'm a fucking dipshit.
And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn and made a mistake in spelling what they put, made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again.
It's kind of weird that all the pieces would fit together in that different way that somehow makes it. You know what? I'm going to stop talking.
Unlock successful. We got full health
Oh,
again.
health pack. That's nice. I didn't expect that.
There you go.
Sweet. Okay, we can ask about our alibi now.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Now I can tell you. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way.
And that's when you broke the urn?
Oh my god, I broke the urn!
Yes, I accidentally let Mystic Amy's spirit fly away, and now we can't channel it. Apparently.
Don't worry. Morgan will never know, okay? Morgan!
She will if the channeling stops working, I guess. I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is fun. I'm a bad child. Make my mommy mad child. Breaking all the treasure child. I thought that maybe they would make me leave. But it's so cool here and I don't...
Do you know what? I'm gonna rejoin. Was that alright, Joe?
Yeah, I was wondering if your voice was cutting out, but I couldn't tell if it was just because your voice was too high pitched for Discord or not.
I don't know. It's just I'm noticing that the green box is disappearing at times.
Alright, hang on, let me switch layout for a second so I can do this.
Come back and I'll read this, please, okay?
Alright, go for it. You're stuck with me again, folks. Hello. So Claire will be right back and then we will continue. Right, let me just click this button here. And then as if by magic, there we go. We have returneth.
Very old. Okay.
But the broken pieces were pretty big, so...
You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice?
I nearly cut an artery in my tiny little hand.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Sacred.
I can't feel my thumbs. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway, and I snipped it for a bit, and then I put the urn there. And then I could see through time.
And space.
And then I killed a guy.
The hallway? You mean the winding way?
Yes. Aw, baby. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by.
Oh, I see. Can you imagine there's a frickin' Ace Attorney Scooby-Doo crossover?
I was thinking it was the Home Improvement.
Oh no, it's true, but for some reason I just suddenly thought, imagine Scooby-Doo and Ace
I feel
Attorney.
like that's probably been done, right? Someone's definitely drawn some art. Of
Oh,
that
100% someone's thought of it, but like an official thing. Like, oh, before I forget, you want to talk about crossovers? You know what starts in November? The first issue of the crossover comic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cross Naruto.
There's a Transformers Naruto model that's being released.
It looks
as well.
so good.
Apparently, according to Matty, they do vaguely random shit like this quite often.
Yeah.
On a regular. Phil says Jeremy channeling Goofy from like Dr. Gray gets shot. He's like,
But oh jeez, hang on.
gosh.
Gosh, thank you, shucks.
Gosh.
We're the Goof Troop, and we always stick together. 90s cartoon theme songs are the best.
I found one on fucking fanfiction.net. I'm not looking at that.
We may come back to it later.
No, I will not.
So, about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. And I don't mean the quality of your repair job either, I just mean in general, the process.
Really bad at shit.
Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things,
Should have done with my brain powers.
but when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled.
Goof Troop.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Yeah.
Oh, core memory unlocked.
When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor.
So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder.
Oh, good. I'm glad Phoenix got a handle on this.
When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick?
Yes? What is it, Pearls?
If you tell my mom I'm gonna be, like, crucified, literally, I'm gonna get banished, aren't I?
I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Amy's happy to be free from that cramped urn.
Honestly, Charlie's like, well done, Phoenix, you made a child cry not for the first time. I'm like, she must be tougher than we think if Morgan is her mother, you know? Can you imagine growing up? Oh my god. Yeah, sorry. I quite liked this this take of it that Phoenix does.
Yeah, I hope so.
No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew!
I mean, are we going to question the fact that the spirit channeling won't work anymore? Cool.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
All right.
so
Should we move back to the channeling chamber and say, so that urn?
if we go back to like the outside bit of Karain Village, I think that's probably what we need to do.
Let's go to the bus stop. That's not a bus stop.
It's probably hereditary. It's fine, says Charlie.
Hey, Nightbot. Whew. I think I've found out everything I can.
So, fun fact, Jeremy, you can find out later in the game why her breaking that urn doesn't break the channeling,
Okay.
or how we know that her breaking that urn didn't break the channeling, and it is quite funny.
Awesome.
So, look forward to that.
But I can't see how it all adds up. And is Eeny Miny being here just a coincidence?
Hey, mister.
I know who it is.
How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Eeny's sister. It's too convenient.
Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to you. Phoenix.
I wish I knew a little more about Eeny, but where am I going to find info like that?
Certainly not from Eni.
Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty?
You said you were going on a journey!
I came back. I had a return.
Ah! Lotta!
Oh, so you finally noticed?
I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word.
Very rude. Well, I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to taste down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this.
Thanks?
But no, you're just wasting your time. Are we still talking about you? Oh my god, we are. I'm fine on my own. On my own.
Oh, what are you going on about?
She's being self-deprecating, Charlie, but she's doing it in that way that's like she wants you to go, no, it's fine. Like, shut up.
You've done nothing wrong.
You have been a thorn in my fucking side.
And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing?
Well, you see. Well, not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you?
Wait, sorry, has this been an approach this whole time? Look, I am struggling.
You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister.
Okay, we can talk to her.
Oh, for the record, Tailspin was great as well.
Yes. But I'm really dang sorry about today. I get all fired up about something. Don't will stop me.
Oh yeah, I see like that.
You hurt Maya really bad, Lotta.
And we can't remember how, but we believe Phoenix.
I don't suppose you could forgive a guy like me.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, fine. You might as well. You have to deal with her through probably about 5 million more games.
Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. But you know what you should do? Go apologize to Maya.
Yeah, and just in time to like annoy her next time she gets murder or something.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, thank goodness
I'm still what?
nothing at all. Just talking myself, you know, gibberish.
I have no idea what she was about to say. I literally don't know what she was about to say. I have no idea.
Now then, my heart at your service. I'll share with y'all the dirt I digging up. Digging up, I can't spell. I can't spell with my mouth. That's called talking.
Thanks?
Spelling with your mouth is called talking. You're just gonna continue the game if I just fucking... What are you doing? Stop!
I'm not...
You're just carrying on while I'm having a fucking mental breakdown and missing all these lines.
It wasn't me, it was automatic.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No, literally, like, look, my thumb is literally now, hang on, look. My thumb is literally on the side of the controller so I don't accidentally hit the button now. That's what I'm doing by default.
Alright, fair enough.
Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free.
Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one's an alien clone.
Where the fuck did that come from?
The Madeira.
Madeira.
If Maya is not the real Madeira, then who do you think it is, Lotta?
Well, heck, and obvious, is that a culprit?
You have to narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah. Hang on, before you continue, I have a joke to tell you.
Okay, hang on. Let's switch to the other layout. Go on.
A man walks into a cake shop and the lady says, "Welcome to my cake shop. All of my cakes cost £1." And he's just like, "Oh, sweet. Cool." And she's like, "Yeah, pick whichever one you like." Loads of cakes around. And he's like, "I would like that one." And she's like, "Okay, £2, please." And he's like, "I thought you just said they were all £1." She went, "Yeah, that's Madeira cake."
You mean Eeny Miny?
Well, there ain't anyone else that could be right. Manny, you and me, and we were all together the whole time.
Claire, that joke. I can't hold this,
Oh,
Claire.
wow, that's the fucking worst. Just the way you were saying murderer made me think of it.
So.
That's like that one with, it's like that one, the guy who goes to a costume party with a woman on his back. And they're like, what do you dress as? And he's like, I'm a turtle. And she's like, who's that? That's Michelle.
So Lotta suspects Eeny, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eeny.
Yeah, that's the point.
Let's present Edie's profile to her.
Presenting profile, Eeny. No, Eeny.
That's Eeny Miny, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if you know anything about this girl.
You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day.
What?
Her sister, is she the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world?
Yeah, I'd heard as much. I'd also heard that Eeny was the one who introduced... Ooh. Sorry, I thought I was going to cough and that turned into a yawn, sorry. I'd also heard that Eeny was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village.
You know? Hey, that's one sneaky gal, yeah, me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her?
Yes, please, Lotta. Yes. Yes, I would. Please.
She's gonna charge you now. Okay, go back to talking and now she can...
Now let's find out some more juicy gossip. Speaking of Eeny, do you have any other information about her?
Sure.
For a price.
I'm waiting for it.
Well, what is it?
It'll cost you, and it'll cost a lot.
You went on a journey, Lotta. You went on a journey to find yourself.
I found I'm just the same person I always was. I call that doubling down.
Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary.
Oh god, here we go.
That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago.
Hospitalized? But why?
Well, heck, you can go find out on your own.
Oh no.
Huh?
Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something.
But maybe? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckon. So I didn't actually go there.
And she got the info. Yeah. Like, whatever. I don't know. I'd rather do it myself.
Ah.
I had some shit to do. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? I'm a stereotype.
Oh, jambalaya's really nice. I'm in the mood for that. I digress. Spoiled gumbo sounds... Ugh. I mean, look, don't blame this on... Never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check this hottie clinic.
Oh no. Oh no. We're about to meet a new character.
Okay, who's likely reading?
You, probably.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, Jeremy, is I'm going to send you a photograph of this character to your phone.
Now, are you sure, or do you want me just to come up with something on the fly?
I don't want you to use a voice that you're going to hurt yourself with.
Trust me, I won't at this point, so...
Also, I don't want to have to choose a voice that I have to listen to that I want to die. So maybe do it for me more than yourself.
Okay, I'll tell you what, look, we'll agree on a voice. Like, before we proceed, alright?
Okay, so you don't want to see a picture?
Nope, not yet, we're just gonna go in cold.
I'm going to tell you that it is a doctor, okay?
Okay.
It's the doctor who you speak to who gives you the information.
Okay. Let's just say we have a couple of voices left over from the Emio playthrough I could potentially bust out.
Look at the chat. They know what's coming. Look at it.
God.
They know.
I don't. I've got no idea.
Oh, here he comes. Watch out, boy. He'll fuck you up. All right, here we go. Okay.
God, literally have no idea what I'm in for. So I'm just quickly making a marker on this. There you go. Right.
That's really. I don't know if that's mean or not, Charlie. We'll see what happens. I can't remember exactly what he looks like. So yeah, his name is Dr. Hottie. Surprise.
There's one thing I am not. It's a hottie. Am I perpetually hot in terms of temperature? Always. Right. Hottie Clinic reception. So, this... why am I doing it so active? So, this is where Eni was hospitalized. Fucking hell. Oh my god.
The Game Grumps did him kind of like an Igor-like voice, almost like, you know, what's the name of that actor who was really famous for playing Igor?
Oh my days. I might have to look up some reference material now. Hang on.
Give me a second. I can't remember his name.
Igor from what?
It was one of the really old ones. I feel like it was a name that you look at it and you don't necessarily know how it's said. Someone yeah, it was like Ren from Ren and Stimpy. You idiot! It was a bit like that.
Stimpy, you idiot!
Yeah, it was very much like.
I could probably make that work.
I mean, yeah.
It may need like me to do some like refreshing lines of occasionally of Stimpy, you idiot. But
yeah, oh my god, like ooh yeah. I'm trying to find that guy's name.
Yes, I'm gonna sound like Mr. Burns. That's how it's gonna come out.
Yeah, maybe not quite. But
yes. Are you here to visit a patient?
Why is he itching so much? I don't like it. He's twitchy.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I can keep Ren up. I might be able to keep Mr. Burns up more.
Yeah, do Mr. Burns then.
Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes. I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Kalukale.
There's something quite funny about his voice being so normal when he looks like.
I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself.
Oh, he's so impressive.
Yes. So, what can I help you with, Smithers?
This is good because it's menacing, and that's what we want.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Ms. Eeny Miney. Ms. Miney. Ms. Eeny Miney. Yes. Oh. It's too bad. I know I'm losing it. I'm just going with it. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago.
Please, sir, do not lean in close to me. I don't...
Oh yes, patient confidentiality. I remember that.
Let's go in the chat there.
Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Stimpy.
Is he being recalled from his room? Is he actually a doctor, or is he escaped mental patients?
Don't you dare start with that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital.
Have you seen the Muppet called Sweetum?
I might have done, but I couldn't pull it
Because
from
that is the voice you're doing right now, is the Muppet version of Sweetum. Let me find a picture of
Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now. Be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat.
Oh my god!
Okay, I got it. Yes. Smithers!
Where can I send this that won't break your computer?
My email?
What's that?
Sure.
WhatsApp's your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, really good. Okay. Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Yes? Uh-huh. Don't yes me. Who in the world are you?
Yeah, Charlie's right. So you never know if this guy actually is the director of the clinic or an escaped mental patient. It is never
I mean, look at that. Look at that little side eye.
He says he's the director, but I don't trust him. He looks like a bad man.
I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho.
Yeah.
Oh, ho ho.
Oh.
The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to. Sorry, the inhumanity. The only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory, clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory, clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually particularly care about the details, ho ho. Yes. What does that look for? Ah, yes. There's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes.
They have real doctors, right?
When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of the patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems.
It seems?
It seems?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize.
That's fine. Yes. It seems that way. What do you know about Ms. Eenie Miney? Now you're talking. Yes. That girl, she was transferred from the general hospital. From the general hospital? To here? What kind of surgery did she need?
Why people well, actually, no.
Yes.
Jeremy, I've sent you the picture of Sweetums.
Okay. Well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really, really bad. Let's have a look at this.
Hi, Yamako.
Hey, Yamako, welcome. Well.
Right?
Well. Try to share
Cat, you know what Sweetums looks like. Yeah, there he is. Jeremy chose a very deep voice for a cat for what I think was supposed to be a female character. It made it very funny.
So, what kind of surgery was it? Yes. Well, no. You see, that is something. No, I can't tell you.
Oh, really?
So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never going to get him to unzip that broken zipper on his what? I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. Right, that.
A very normal sentence you just said.
There's got to be something I can show to this old coot.
I guess it's something we need to show to him. Show him your lawyer's badge.
What's this?
What's this?
I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes.
It might be with regards to you.
The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. Yes. Stimpy. What's that? Yes. Actually, I'm not the real director.
Cool, then you're not bound by patient confidentiality.
Are you kidding?
No, I mean,
That was
how?
really loud. Fuck. I'm back. Sorry, that really did me in then. Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Eh? What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information. Okay? Yes. I'm actually this clinic's. See, I'm this place's walking dictionpedia.
What?
You mean walking encyclopedia?
I mean, yeah, that's not a thing, is it?
Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky, smooth, haughty patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it.
Do you? Really? Blech.
Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Ho, ho, ho. Anyway, you want to know about little Miss Eeny Miny, right?
Stop doing that with your fingers.
Little Miss Eeny Miny? That girl. I remember her especially well. Really, especially. Very well.
Ugh. Okay. Go back out and we can talk.
If I'd have known this kind of dialogue would be happening, I wouldn't have picked the voice I'm currently doing.
This is why I tried to show you a picture of the character. But you weren't having it.
I can't do much else to my voice at the moment, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So we can talk to him now about a few other things.
Please, I don't want to say this. Please tell me what you know about Miss Eeny Miny. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl. That's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital.
Yeah, why?
This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? No. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and round in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, all right.
What play was it cast in?
Yes. It was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Wait.
What?
Is this the same traffic accident relating to her sister?
You know, I
Yep.
can't remember when that was.
That's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy?
Do we care? Quite, it's alright, so we know that Eenie's sister died in a traffic accident. Right?
Sorry, the weirdest sound from the other room. Just hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. Let me just double check. I'm gonna go to be right back screen. The sound will be on.
Okay.
I just literally just check what the hell that
It's
was.
like a horror movie, Jer. Just go find it. Yeah, it's all.
Oh, and I say the sound's gonna be there. It's clearly not. So, you know what? Oh, it's all gone Pete Tong now. Hang on.
Oh my god, what is
There you go. Right, I'll be back. Hang on.
Go. I'll look at him looking between those two text boxes. He's like,
Oh, above me is the operation, and below is the accident.
Oh, okay.
oh, but not seeing his nose makes his teeth way worse. Oh, he's the worst. Absolute worst. Our survey says.
Quote unquote from my family member in the other room. Sorry, I was laughing. This is funny.
Fair enough.
I genuinely thought I heard a scream.
I mean, I laugh like that probably.
Right.
Okay, so what I was saying before the noise happened is, we know that Eni's sister passed away in a car accident.
Yes.
But it's looking from this that maybe if it was the same accident, then Eni was also in the car.
That's what I was meaning, yeah, as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on.
Unintentional me saying meaning, by the way, not trying to make that intentionally rhyme. That's just what I happened to say.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Eni's operation?
I literally have forgotten the whole
Yes, Miss Eni's. Also, I changed to Miss just then. It was Ms. earlier, for the record.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was one heck of an accident. Yes. Her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad. Very bad. Was it really that bad?
Oh, yes, it's very bad.
It was a good thing that Miss Eni had a picture of herself.
Are you serious?
I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, see, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So see, I got her picture. You on it or me? Go.
I will try and deal with it.
In fact, 2 secs. Let me just.
Why is there no button that just lets me ban the bastard?
Hang on, I'm on it.
It's gone.
Ah, nice one.
I deleted it. There should be a button that allows you to ban people. I do not know why.
I think there is. It might just be how you activate it. But anyway,
I haven't got mods here open.
So see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes. Well, more like swiped.
What?
Breach of ethics? Oh, wait.
Okay, I found them.
Nice one. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's treasure, my treasure, precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. Alright, so we now have Eni's license photo.
Did he give it to you, or do we just know about it?
Eni's photo for her driver's license. Director Hotty's treasure.
Sometimes we don't have the thing. We just know about it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
we're
been
not
added to the
going
court
out
record,
for it.
so.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we've got it or not. Okay, have we asked him everything yet?
Don't know. No.
Oh, got one more.
So you looked up information on Eni's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time.
You're weird!
What kind of accident was it? Do you remember?
Trampoline.
Yes. Hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. What else could he mean? Huh? You have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy.
Please never learn anything from this guy.
Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eni was in the passenger seat.
So she was the passenger.
The passenger seat, huh? And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her, yes. Ms. Eni fought with the door, finally got it to open, and somehow managed to get away.
Yomiko says, I revoke what I said earlier about not being rude to this guy. You may be as rude as you like.
Anywho, you can read all the details in this article. Yes. Where did that hat come from on your head?
I put it on my...
It was literally not there a second ago. The heck?
You'll have to watch back the VOD to know for sure.
Newspaper clipping 2 updated in the court record.
Oh, so we had that, but we must have been missing a little bit of it or something.
I'm guessing this is a different clipping because now we have details about the actual car accident as opposed to the accident having occurred.
Well, no, we already had 2 clippings, hence why that's clipping 2. It's just that his version of clipping 2 has got a little bit more information.
I misunderstood. Okay, right.
So that's why it's been updated before.
A new clue! I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Ms. Eni had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. Yes.
Okay, I feel like we should know that.
It's already been half a year, huh?
No one says half a year.
Yes. So, how was I? I was real help, wasn't I? Yes.
Can we leave now?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room then.
The one where he puts his hand under the jacket is somehow the worst one.
Tell Miss Eni I said hi, okay? Yes.
Actually, I think it's a pretty good voice for him.
It's time for me to leave too, Yes. Ah! Okay, it's definitely time to leave.
This is like, what was that
Yes.
thing that you guys all lost your mind and were chanting at the flipping I keep wanting to call it Blood Bowl, that's not what it's called.
Bad blood?
Yeah, Blood Bowl was what it was like. What the hell were you like? You were yelling at one thing after another as like people were slapping each other.
Oh, saucy nugs. So to clarify, a match was sponsored by like Wendy's Saucy Nugs, and every time 2 people were hitting each other,
Double G was very.
we had like saucy nugs, saucy.
At this point in the proceedings, we'd all had like some various ups and downs, and we were just like, "Fuck it, let's just entertain ourselves."
Also, it was like 2 a.m. at this point.
It really was crazy late. For me, that's not crazy late, but to be in a group of people that late was quite funny. Oh my god. Yes, Charlie, we need to talk about this because I don't know anything about this, and even I was like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, is it better than dude wipes?
Is that a...
It's an actual thing. I'm not going to say anything more. Where should I go to next?
No, it's what's it, isn't it? Isn't it Alex Jones?
No, we don't talk about him.
I almost said Alec Jones. And that's the guy who was the, we're walking in the air.
Yeah, Aled Jones, I'm far more willing to talk about than the other one you mentioned.
Jones, it's all gone wrong for me. Alex Jones is his name, yes. Is he the dude white guy, or is it, what's his name? The guy with the podcast, the Joe Rogan.
Anyway, let's move on. Where are we going next?
They're manufactured by Dude Products. Oh, I don't recognise any of the names, actually.
This is the clinic's reception desk, but it doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is this month's word to the wise.
Oh, they sponsored a UFC fighter.
Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it?
Oh.
Right, let's go somewhere else, because I've clearly deviated the conversation here. Where are we going next?
I just realised that they were wiping a lot of dudes in April 2024 with dude wipes. Where are we?
I'll go to the law officers. I'll take a punt.
What's going on? I'm completely lost where we are now.
We've left the clinic.
Okay. I think...
This case has had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be my top priority now.
We need to go back to Karain.
Alright. Oh, I guess I'll... Oh,
Jeremy, you brought up dude wipes. You can't be annoyed at me for trying to find this.
I wasn't expecting you to go down a rabbit hole with it.
Jeremy?
Not now, like later maybe, not right now.
I mean, I literally can do two things at once.
I can't.
Well, I wasn't asking you to. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Was the guy a freak?
I mean, look, there have been some weird sponsors in WWE matches. One time, a random Russell Crowe film sponsored it. Don't remember which one.
He's done some stinkers.
It was like last year. I don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found out a few things, I guess.
Yeah, like, I really hate that guy. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Oh, yeah, so earlier, that old granny called the cops.
Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police?
She said she had something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting.
You can't leave me hanging with that.
Come on! Oh, but honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot.
Well, I guess you could put it that way.
Very hard to get a knot out of bloomers. It always stands that small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into. A murder, that's what.
Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on.
Wait a second, go back a bit. What was that thing you just said? What?
That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it.
Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world.
Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people.
I've got a fucking job.
You said something about stealing the master's seat.
Yeah, bitch, can't sit down. Yup. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny.
Morgan was supposed to become the master.
So why didn't you?
Should we just go to the master and come back to Eeny Meeny?
Yeah, I feel like I want to know about the master, yeah. So I hear the master's always been the eldest daughter.
The eldest daughter?
Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister.
Oh!
They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power.
Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly.
Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. Mr. Sissy.
I see.
Made the townsfolk turn to gangsters, so I hear that all sort of things too, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. It's disgraceful.
Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger than yesterday?
It's nothing but a mile away.
Thank you.
Maya's family would have been the Branch family then.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know where Eeny is, Lotta?
Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Garden.
Okay, thanks.
You got something to ask her?
Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. Let us move into the meditation room. In the meditation room, we move to the winding way.
Winding way. Oh, we're going to attack her Cyclops. That's what we're going to do. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while.
Every time you bring this voice back, I'm like, oh, that's it. Every time. Every single time.
One of the few voices I never have any trouble with. Matty just said in the chat, so about Abraham Lincoln. Did you hear about the Abraham Lincoln thing?
I'll be honest, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Fuck. Oh, okay. I'll tell you it after we've broken these cycles. Don't let me forget.
All right.
Matty, remind me. Okay?
We'll make
Do
this.
it
We'll
your
make
way.
this a before we end the stream thing. We've also got that photo to share at some point.
Yes, yeah, we've got the photo and the GIF now as well because Melis.
Oh god, I don't know if I could make it send. Oh god, I don't know. If
That's okay. No. You can look at the GIF, but we can put the photo up.
I'll have a go as we're going along. I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret.
Like, oh, what's with that scary look on your face? Okay, let me talk to her? No, okay, right. Yeah, well, I think we can do that, maybe?
Mortal Kombat!
Automatically do that?
Do we need to read the document first?
It wouldn't hurt.
2. Check.
That one.
So, late last night, 2 women's car crashed into a highway centre divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Ms. Eenie Miney holds interview about crash.
I'll do it. I was like totally tired and I dropped up. And then there was this crash and I like woke up and I could see flames. I was like still half asleep, but I opened the right door and like got out. I don't like remember anything.
It's a very Eenie Miney interview.
Opened the right door? What, she mean the correct door?
I assume so, yes.
Okay, let's keep going.
That's how I take it.
Yeah.
Doctor lurking in the shadows? If Ms. Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence?
God, whoever wrote this paper should be fired.
Same
The
one.
worst YouTuber. That's gone round, yeah, it's only 3 pages. Right, okay, so, see what we're going. See if it activates the Cyclops. Yeah, it will. There's 2 Cyclops. Like, you're totally not gonna give up, are you?
Nope, I'm not.
Someone is dead. I totally want to forget about my sister, you know? Time to move on and all that.
We'll talk about her and we'll move on. Guess I have no choice but to remove those locks.
Just pull the crowbar out. Is that those for the lock? No, I'm going to beat you. So you need to go and you need to present the Magatama to...
Of course, I forgot that, yeah. That's...
I wasn't sure if we had 2 different ways we could get into it, but no, we have. Is it pointless to put us in that and then take us out again? Here we go.
Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident.
Huh? Like, who's that?
Sorry, I don't know why I blanked for a second there.
You just stunned silent, like,
Just-
seriously.
Your sister's accident, naturally.
Oh, yeah. So, like, that gray guy made my sister fall asleep. I'm like, that's all I have to say about that. She hasn't admitted to us that she's in the car, but we know that.
Interesting.
We know she's talking.
Eenie just asked whose accident,
Yeah, we were here, we saw it.
which means she must know something about another person's accident.
I mean, it's a bit of a reach, Phoenix. I thought she was just being a pain in the ass.
All right, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident?
Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got something in mind? Okay, so I presume we're going to ask her accident. Because it's the same accident, but...
Right, so instead of
everything-
asking about her sister's accident, we talk
Yeah,
about
we'll ask about
her.
her.
Good,
Yeah,
good shout. I want to ask you about your own car accident.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident?
Well,
I can.
it's funny you mention that. Clipping 2?
Yes.
Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from one. No, go for it, please.
No, I'm done.
Oh, all right.
Take a look at this newspaper clipping. It's the only one I got.
From 1 year ago. It says Ms. Itty Miney holds interview about crash.
Well, the news clipping is from a year ago, but she was discharged from the hospital 6 months ago.
Correct.
So she was in the hospital for 6 months.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
It does sound like that, yeah. Sorry, go on. Ah!
You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct?
Wait.
What now?
Not me.
For all you wrestling fans, this is literally Paul Heyman when he got fired on television. When like there's video evidence of him having done something and he just like has this moment of, and then just gets on the microphone and says, "That wasn't me." And it was just like that moment of, mate, you can BS your way out of a lot of stuff, but this one, no chance.
Well, he's gonna try and shaggy his way out of it.
Huh?
I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me.
Oh, interesting.
My name is, like, pretty common.
Piss off. God.
So she wants proof that story is about her.
Okay. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here too.
Like, totally, wow. What a scary color. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps.
You think I'm going to let you get away with that?
Like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was traumatized?
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah?
Yep.
This is your proof.
Like, what's that picture supposed to mean?
I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at.
I don't think that's how you say that, but okay.
Hot? So?
There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan.
And a horrible man.
As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you.
The creepy fake director!
Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident?
Like, wait a sec.
Yomiko, to answer your question, it pretty much just like, that literally wasn't me. Literally, not me. And yet you can see him handing over something to someone. Just great.
Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder.
Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that, quote, one of the women died, quote, correct?
And?
That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be Mimi? I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney.
Mimi?
You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same.
There it goes.
Unlock successful.
We gotta. Okay, now we can ask her about it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. you were like on our way home.
And if you remember, this was right from the start.
Hmm.
I was riding in the passenger seat and I fell asleep. The time I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door.
I'm gonna remember that detail. Grab for her purse.
Okay.
And your sister?
I couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'll just keep dancing.
If in doubt, dance.
Dance it out.
Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills?
Why would he do that? Oh, because yeah, I remember.
Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back.
I wonder. This does give Eni a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray.
It seems simple, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually,
What? Sorry, what?
I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble. I hope you enjoy.
Quick suggestion. Drop out the call and come back.
I'm speaking quite low. So
Okay.
maybe that's what. Let me say it again.
Okay.
I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy it. Ha, ha, ha.
That laugh.
But I will leave the call back. Just-
Oh, okay. Hang on. Alright, go for it. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to make sure the audio maintains. And this is just the easiest way to do it tonight. And then, any second. There we go. And then, huzzah!
Hello.
Okay.
It's hard to do that voice for a long time without just slowly sidewinding into something else. Okay, so let's go back to Kurain Village.
Kiko. Understood, Matty. Thanks for that.
Yeah. I think it was just the music maybe was over.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to judge sort of in the mix that I've got, so.
It's fine, it's best to err on the side of caution. Who's gonna find here?
Crane! Looks like something's up.
Oh, Jeff is here.
Stop! Leave my mother alone!
It's Detective!
Wow, Charlie, you missed him being so excited about this earlier. It was so funny. I'm glad he got to turn up in this episode.
Ow! Hey! Hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt.
God, I forgot. Why do I never remember her voice? Oh dear, it's perfectly alright.
Think of Catherine.
Yeah, but more snooty.
Yeah.
I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor with all the strength in your 5-year-old body. But I don't know how to use the
Aw,
shotgun.
don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what.
Wait, hang on. Oh no! Oh no!
I'll show you something cool. It's like a real pistol.
Detective, do not upset me.
Sorry.
That was real fucking dumb.
Poor Detective. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow.
Oh gosh, she got by the urinal!
Ha 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 ha.
Jeremy, my friend showed me something called Good Housekeeping by ICW. Have you seen it?
I can't say I have off the top of my head. I might have done, but I don't tend to watch ICW, so...
No, this is years ago as well. I will summarize it very, very quickly for you. Two people had like a beef, and one of them said to the other, I'm a better wrestler than you. I bet my kitchen sink on it. And the guy's like, you're on. So he lost his sink, and it was a real sink. And then apparently the story was that he challenged him to get the sink back because, in his words, I need to do the washing up and I don't have a sink and it's a pain in the ass. And he went, well, what will you offer me for the sink? He went, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll give you my car keys. How about that? And he went, all right, you're on. I'll get your car. He lost again. But he then didn't realise that on the keys that he gave this guy were also his house keys. So the guy got his house as well. And then for the next few weeks, he kept doing this bit where he was pretending to be homeless and having to like hitchhike to wrestling shows. Apparently it was very funny. And this all culminated in 3 of these what are called good housekeeping matches, which are the funniest things I've ever seen. At one point, he has a laundry basket and he reaches into it and he pulls out a wrestling figurine. And then he's like, huh. And then he drops it. And then he upturns the laundry thing. And then all the other wrestling figures fall out. Then he like suplexes the guy into them. So it's basically like Lego bricks into your back. And you're like, oh, right, and the wrestling figures and all. And they're just throwing it's basically stuff from the house. There's a kitchen sink. There's a washing machine.
Oh, perfect.
Holy shit. Holy shit. It was Liam Thompson and Wolfgang something.
Yeah, I am familiar with those two gentlemen, as it were.
But at one point they had somebody's elderly parents in there as well, who were just there in like armchairs, and then he steals one of the knitting needles from his mum to like do something, and she just gets up and she's like, oh, he's got him by the ear, and then she pretends to like throw him, and he throws himself out of the ring. She then climbs outside and like jumps on him. He's like, oh, Super Gran! It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
I was wondering where the link was going to be to this thing, and I'm glad you got that.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. It's the fact that it was just so funny. And by the end of it, there's ketchup on the floor, mayonnaise, a puppet turns up. His name is Halloumi, and then they punch him with the puppet. It's very funny. And then someone gets thrown in a bath. It's very fun. Mother! Okay, we can talk to her if you want. Yes, it is on YouTube, the one that I saw anyway. The context that David provided afterwards made it even funnier. Mother! This has never happened before.
Pearls.
I'm in charge. Mr. Nick!
I challenge you to a duel.
I challenge you for your sake! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is gonna happen. Worse than murder? I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Look, just don't
Say something, Phoenix. Anything. Oh, I'm terrible at this.
You fight good. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya?
She'll be all right. I've gathered enough evidence, I think.
Remember, that's what we were doing.
I think.
Oh shit. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Hint, hint. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her.
Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either.
I mean, your mum was fine with it. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side.
Her stare is really piercing. Ugh.
Okay, well, we'll do what she says then.
Okay.
Le centre de l'attention.
6:38 p.m. now.
Now this day is galloping by. You kept me waiting, Phoenix.
Mia!
So how are the preparations?
I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think.
Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. I said that weird, sorry.
Wait a minute, didn't she also have some Psylocks as well? If memory serves, Mia had a few of those Psylocks of her own. Thank you, Phoenix, for clarifying my thought.
I love the fact you keep calling them Psylocks.
I can't.
I know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
And also, I'm doing it, literally, I'm doing it just without thinking. I'm just
imagining them coming up now, and instead of the locks, it's just 3 pictures of Psylocks.
Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now.
Oh, sorry, I've done something weird to my screen. There we go. Sure, I welcome you to try.
Ooh, heck, right.
Remember how to do it?
Do we want to talk to her first, or
Can do.
will it help?
I don't know, we might as well go for the Cyclops straight away.
Alright.
Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. What did you try and get first?
I don't know.
We need to find out everything we can for the trial tomorrow.
Yeah, I presented it.
Okay, we must have done something wrong. Okay, we do have to talk to her first.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Mia.
What?
Just without missing a beat, just what? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the,
I'll never tell.
about the real murderer, I mean.
Bonk. 3.
It's Psylocke!
Why do you think so?
It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets.
I wonder why she's not telling us. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning.
Yeah. A battle of wits against Maya.
Mia.
Bollocks. A battle of wits against... A battle of wits...
I wouldn't correct you, but that's literally another character name.
A battle of wits against Mia.
Okay, let's try all of them.
Okay, so each of these a thing then?
I don't know if I don't think they're all locked, but they might be. I think we might have to prove that they're all locked before we can unlock them.
Alright, let's...
There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow.
You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray?
I mean, that's pretty much a large part of it. Yes, that. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in the front of the room after the channeling started.
Which means... Excuse me. Sorry, energy levels are starting to run low. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling.
Yeah, that does make sense. That's what I think, in any case.
But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there.
Look, Maya's lovely, but she's as thick as a box of rocks. That's true. If we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. How fragrant. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling?
This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it.
Well, that's only natural. You are a boy. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Oh no, she's becoming Morgan. Sorry,
Yeah.
my voice, as in my voice,
That's cool.
My voice is becoming more Morgan.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling.
Sorry, I was just turning down the volume a tad so you can maintain the voice.
Oh, okay, sorry. Was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired?
I've heard that name before.
Yes, you have. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Okay, I know it's probably Army, but I'm choosing to say it Amy because it's easier. Okay,
Yeah,
like we did with Karain.
yeah,
remember?
fair. Yeah.
We're just doing it that way. Okay, cool.
Because you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha.
Excuse me, they're called Phoebes. I don't believe it. This way, her soul is still sealed in the Karain sacred urn. I hope.
It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale.
Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too?
Okay.
All right.
Now we have to break her.
Now we present.
Now we break. Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Turning up the volume a tad more.
Fucking go.
Couple of dBs higher. There we go.
Nina, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you?
Turn the volume back down a bit more. There we.
You think I'm hiding information about someone from you? Isn't that right?
Yes.
All right then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting.
Hmm.
Who do we think she's protecting?
Part of me thinks Morgan.
Well, let's do elimination. There's quite a lot of people it couldn't be, just because they're not related to this at all.
Hmm.
So I would say it's definitely got to be one of the Fae.
Yeah.
And
There's no reason for it to be Pearl.
No, and there's no reason for it to be Maya either.
So then it's between Morgan and Amy.
And Amy is an ancestor, so I think that by elimination, even if we can't quite work out what she's protecting her from, it's got to be Morgan.
Yeah. Morgan Fay, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia.
I mean, she's so cool. Well, there we go.
Okay.
That's it.
Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi.
Fair. That's true.
Ah, I give up. It's too hard.
Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt.
Was this something you found in a weird place?
I've found lots of things in weird places.
No, which one of these things did you find where it maybe shouldn't have been? And it's not the key. Sorry, I realised that was confusing.
I mean, that we found in the incinerator.
Cool, let's try it.
The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the winding way.
I love how you're trying to sound more confident. Like, yes, it's definitely there.
It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood.
You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder?
Yes. Yes, I do.
But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume.
That just means someone changed her clothes.
Ooh. Changed her clothes? But why?
I don't know why.
Literally trying to find out.
But there is only one person who could have done that.
The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. My ass.
What's that look mean?
Your argument is too flimsy.
I mean, fair. Huh?
You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume.
Blood test! But this blood.
And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that this piece of cloth is from Maya's costume?
Was there a bit missing?
No. This is the game being the game. Okay, so Maya had the key in like her pocket or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the key was also found in the same place that that bit of costume was.
Which was where? The incinerator.
The incinerator in the Winding Way. So the key and the bit of costume being together is the proof that it was Maya's. Does that make sense?
Right, okay.
So give her the key.
Thank you.
That's okay. I would not have got that myself.
I think this is the proof you're looking for.
The key to the channeling chamber, huh?
At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden.
I love that things like spirit channeling are real and we're not supposed to question them, but magic does not exist. You're right.
And this is what Maya told me.
While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. Oh, I'd forgotten she said that.
Thank you, game. Thank you.
Thanks, Dame. And both this key... Oh, that's you.
And both... Thank you. In fairness, I also thought it was continuing a quote. And both this key and piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator.
Oh, I forgot the key was also inside the incinerator.
Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume.
So that was lucky that the incinerator didn't, like, melt that key into a lump, considering it's the only key. Anyway. It would certainly seem that way.
Someone changed her into a different set of clothes. And then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There is only one person who could have done that.
The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt.
Exactly.
You did very well, Phoenix.
Ah, thank you.
As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However...
However?
Well, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. It's true, she can't have done the murder.
She was with us the whole time.
Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder?
The basket! How she did it, huh?
I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? Now, if you give her the answer of the box, what does that mean? No, you can't have that.
Dog's just like, but I want it.
The box on its own is not the answer.
No, because the box might be the location because it was the same height as the thing in the divider. The screen.
Box is definitely related.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. We need one thing that kind of explains the whole thing. If that makes sense. So, think about it this way, right? We know Morgan can't have pulled the trigger because she was with you at the time. But somebody did. So go to the profiles. And so what I'm saying is she must have had someone else working with her. Does that make sense?
Which, based on how many people were in the room, would have to be this dude.
The murder victim?
Because it was only...
Okay, think about it this way, right? Because we've been circling around this, but let's be real. There was someone in the box, yeah?
Yeah.
Who do we think was in the box? Who couldn't have been in the box? The murder victim, because he wasn't in the box.
Yeah, Morgan, because they were with me outside.
Morgan was outside, you were outside, Lotta was outside, Pearl was in the winding way. I don't think Gumshoe was there. He was called to the scene. Mia's dead. Francisca wasn't there. Who else we got left?
It's got to be Eni.
Is that the only person left? Well, she's dead, yep. Won't be Dr. Hottie. Amy's from, like, the past. Yep. Once you've eliminated everyone it can't be, you're gonna have to guess the only person left.
Which is Maya.
No, Maya was in the room.
Oh, sorry, my brain's going now. So,
The two people in the room who weren't in boxes were Maya and the murder victim. The third person was in the box.
there has to be Eni because we don't know where they were.
They're the only person whose location we can't.
Yeah, it's unaccounted.
Yeah, let's do it.
Eeny Miny. She's the answer to the final question.
Which means that my aunt and Eeny Miny
Were in cahoots. The exact word I was going to say before it appeared.
What? There it is. You did it.
Unlock
Yeah, I'm not
successful.
gonna lie. It would have been so much easier if you just fucking told me that. Right, we'll go read that then. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this.
But Morgan already has an alibi.
Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Miny is involved somehow.
But we have one big problem on our hands.
A problem? With what?
We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Edie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh?
Then there is only one possibility.
Huh?
Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like that?
Power.
And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion?
Power.
But for who?
Because for Pearl. Because...
Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this.
Mother? Who's... mine?
No, Phoenix. Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fey.
Mia and Maya's mother?
Say that fast.
Mia and Maya's mother?
Yeah, my mother.
Why would she bring her up now?
Oh my god, she's been involved the whole time, Phoenix! Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then.
Right. Right, Chief. We won't lose.
Okay, cool.
To be continued. My word.
Yeah, you fit a lot in there, didn't you?
Well, we're certainly back in the story. We can say that much.
Yeah.
Right, let's hit the save button.
Yeah. We are now entering the last trial day.
Yes.
And as a little teaser, next week we will be hearing the testimony of Morgan and Eni.
Okay.
And we will hopefully find out how Dr. Gray was killed, why Dr. Gray was killed, all those things.
Mm-hmm. Right, let me see if I can get this picture on the go while you speak.
So Mel, who's a friend of ours, is a very well-established and prolific cosplayer and has done many costumes over their time being at conventions. And one of the ones she did was actually out of Eeny Miny. I don't know what year this was, Mel. Did you say what year? It can't be that long ago. Thank you, Charlie. That was it was great fun, even though Jeremy wanted to disown me halfway through for looking up dude wipes, which I really do not know why that in particular annoyed you, considering me for like 20 odd years, and you know rabbit holes are where I like to die.
I just didn't expect it to happen there and then is all, but you know, hey ho.
Can happen anytime. 2015-16. So yes, it is perfect. The colours are the thing that really struck me. The colours and the wig. How are you getting on, Jer?
I can do the photo. I don't think I can do the GIF.
No, the photo's fine. Whack the photo up.
All right, hang on. Let me work this.
Believe in you, Jebba.
What? There we go.
He is. Oh, she's even doing the dance. It's so good. It's so good. It's a really good photo as well. Is that one of Nert's? Nert is another friend. They are a photographer who've been also a cosplayer. Actually, Nert has been attached to the cosplay, the people who do the cosplay fixing at like MCM Expo. My brain is telling me cosplay hospital, but that's not.
That's what I defaulted to in my brain as well, but I can't remember.
I'm sure they're not called that. I'm sure they're not called that. But yeah, no, they actually won Kitter's special achievement award, I think, at last KitterCon, because they've just done such a great job over the many years of being an MCM. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful, beautiful costume, and like even the details on the bracelets and stuff are freaking awesome. Yeah, good job, Mal. Good job. Did I send you anything? Oh, Matty, I was gonna say something. Lincoln, he said it in the chat. I see it. Right, yeah. So right. We can leave the picture of Mel up, or we can go back to two heads. It's up to you, Jer. Whatever you want to do.
I'll leave it up here for a second, then I'll switch it back. Let's appreciate. We'll appreciate the picture.
Instead of making the GIF, you just switch the photo, like mirror it back, mirror it back. It just look like Mel doing this. Just the symbol on the front.
Any other day I would do that, but given OBS's propensity to not want to play ball.
So a few weeks ago, I went to go see the Final Fantasy VII Remake concert in London, which I don't think I've spoken to any of y'all about since I went, but it was really, really good. And we stayed in Paddington in a little one of those little apartments, you know, that are just basically someone's bought them and just
Airbnb flat, basically.
Yeah, it is. It's like we went with like Harriet Manga Girl, and I was there, obviously, my husband and another friend of ours, DJ Shani. And when we first got there, we were like, oh god, this is a murder house. But I mean, it kind of was a murder house. It's quite funny because they knocked down the building next to it, and they were clearly doing work there. But it's because it's London, and the main thing that London is built on is London. It was all like I told you, can't have it! Oh my god! Why are you like this? Come here! Come here! Hang on. Come. Do you know what?
Oh.
Sorry. Can't have my Cheez-Its. Right.
Noodle time, folks. Noodle time.
Noodle cam. Yes, Yomiko was also there, but at their concert, but not in their park. But yeah, so they'd knocked down the building next door to where we were staying, but because all the buildings are kind of built on each other, there was a big like chunk of one of the floors of the building we were in that was also gone. And I was like, oh, this is fun. But yeah, so long story short, I think it was Harriet, if she's still, I think she might have gone. I think it might have been the morning of Saturday. Sunday, I can't remember. Oh, it must have been Sunday actually, now I think about it. Matty Boo Twitches, was streaming, and we were playing Stardew, I think. And we were watching him stream on the TV that was in the apartment. And one of his points redemptions is do a silly voice. He just added it, and he was drawing our attention to it. And or do an impression or something. I can't remember how it's worded. And I claimed it and asked him to do an impression of you, Jeremy.
I have heard about this urban legend.
No, it's true. It's on the board. You want to have a look at it. And the weird thing is, I think I mentioned to you at the time, Jer. It's really funny what other people pick up about people, you know, because when I was listening to Matty do the impression, I was like, no, this is good. It's just weird because obviously you've had conversations with him and like stuff being at the retro games fair and stuff, whereas I would be more speaking to you about other in-jokes that we have. So I was like, oh no, this is really good. And then he was like, I don't know if I can do this for like 5 minutes. Let's switch between some other people. And I said, why don't you do an impression of me? And he was like, oh my God. And then he proceeded to absolutely roast by talking about 90 miles an hour and then choosing a random topic and then just rambling on about it. And it was hilarious. I was like, I don't know if Harriet filmed it, but I was lying next to Harriet on this like sofa bed thing that we had. And I was just like curled up into a ball, cry laughing. It was so fun. And one of the topics he picked to randomly talk about was Abraham Lincoln. Became a running joke about Felf talks Abraham Lincoln, which is why I made that picture of me as Marge holding a little and going, I think he's me. So yeah, that was fun. So that's the story of that. Welcome to my TED talk, or rather my Abraham talk.
Oh, that's all good, but I think on that note, we're going to now start bringing things to a close. But before we go, Felf, tell people how they can find you.
Where are you? It's like that bit in Dragon Ball where they're like, ah! And then you get jump scared by someone who thought I'd left. Anyway, Catchup having an antic, just a single antic in the background. Yeah, you can find me on my Linktree, which Jeremy has kindly linked in the way that they are used. My artist page on Facebook, I do need to update that. Blame Facebook for having such a terrible interface for why it hasn't been updated in ages. It doesn't work on mobile. It says it does, but it doesn't. TikTok, I don't update that often, but I do occasionally put things up there. YouTube, I, again, don't put a huge amount up there. You're probably best to the best place to find me regularly is here, or on one of the many Discord servers I do tend to hang around on, like the UCP Discord, or that's pretty much the main one. I could probably put a link to that in the chat. Oh, we should do that actually. Yeah, so that's me. I will find the link to that Discord, and you, Jeremy, tell the lovely people where they can find you.
I also have a link tree where you can find the links to various things I'm involved with, such as, you know, the archives on YouTube, other podcasts and such I'm a part of, and just to highlight a couple of them individually. First of all, if you want to find archives of the VODs on YouTube specifically, because they're all on Twitch for a limited amount of time, but I do put them all on YouTube in archive form, you can now see up to and including last week's stream. Everything is updated. And in fact, actually, the stream went live just about an hour or so before we went live today, as it were, the most recent Pokemon one. So we are now up to date on all that kind of stuff.
Oh, damn.
You can find my unboxings YouTube channel, which there will be more stuff coming now that I'm not ill again. I've got things coming,
I'm glad you're better.
arriving and in the works and such. So if you want to catch up on all those, you can do just that accordingly.
Ooh.
And of course, another thing I should also highlight if I can find the right window. There it is, Bunker Mania UK. This is a nice project I'm involved with many a good folk, including the Decadane, Harriet Manga Girl, and Matty Boo Twitches, obviously. And some of the more recent things that we've got, oh, that didn't display how I wanted it, there you go. Got wrestling related things, we've got movie related things that are happening, and hopefully at some point I will have time and energy to be able to get back on the train with that myself. But keep an eye out, folks, because there are things happening weekly more often than not, including Quiz Smash, which returned recently. So if you want to see a quiz, fun time, game show related thing, you can do that accordingly at Bunker Mania UK on the Twitch, that's what I was going to say, and on the YouTubes.
On the tube that's full of you.
There we go. And folks, we are going to be back next week, next Friday evening, same time, 7 p.m. UK. We will, I guess we'll go to trial, as it were. That is the plan.
We might, if we get a good early start, we might get the whole trial done.
Yeah, depending how things go or how much we do or don't want to talk about Dragon Ball, we might literally try and launch straight into Ace Attorney.
Sure, no. I mean, we can't really talk a huge amount about Dragon Ball because of spoilers, and we don't want to upset anyone,
yeah,
but, we can all
exactly.
oh, so good, or whatever.
But cool beans. So you mentioned him earlier. Should we raid Cliff?
Oh, is he doing it? Yeah.
Still live as far as I can see.
Did I mention him earlier?
We mentioned ECP, so.
I did mention ECP. I literally just wrote.
There we go.
The recent for more Felf roasting. Oh no! What? I didn't even know I got roasted on the most recent Christmas. Damn it! I thought Froggy got the main roasting of that.
There you go, there you go. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching tonight. From myself, Jeremy, from Claire, this has been The Fun Zone. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and we will talk to you next week. Bye!